Uploading.
Yes! It's Monday Night Football! Yes! Yes! Oh, man. It's Chiefs. It's Bucs. It just doesn't get any better than this. I have an energy drink that I'm going to start drinking, but I don't know why. I really, really, really don't need it. I really don't need it. I really don't need it. Bear with me here. I'm having some minor technical difficulties. Let's see here. Hold on here. Bear with minor technical difficulties. But I'm ready to go. This is going to be a good game, folks. Listen, if you're wondering how I'm going to bet this game, I use BetUS, and the way I do it is the Chiefs have given up a opening touchdown in 5 of 7 games. So more than likely, if the same thing happens, then what I'm going to do is put some action down after the Bucs score, if that's the case. Because the line right now is 9. I actually do like Tampa to cover this. It's actually dropped to 8.5, and the over under is 45.5 if there's going to be an early score here. But let's just dive right into it here. Chiefs are going to get the ball first. Now, if the Chiefs go ahead and score first, probably not going to put any action down, period. Chiefs are going to go ahead and start off on their own 30-yard line here. They're going right to left on your TV screen. Patrick Mahomes, shotgun formation. Kareem Hunt is to his right here. It's going to be a handoff right up the middle here. Kareem Hunt's going to go ahead and power forward for 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 5 for the Kansas City Chiefs here. And the keys to the game is with Tampa Bay, what they really need to do is they need to have a balanced offense. Don't give up any cheap scores. Don't give up the big play and win the turnover battle. That's what they need to do. Patrick Mahomes back to pass here. A little quick out to Travis Kelce. He did have the first down, but he went backwards, so it's going to be 3rd and about 5 inches. 3rd and about 5 inches here. A very key 3rd and 1 here. With the Kansas City Chiefs, basically what they need to do is they really have to make Baker work for it. All right, Baker's having a phenomenal season, but his top 2 receivers are out. They have to make him work for it going downfield. It's going to be 3rd and 1 here for the Chiefs. It's going to be Kareem Hunt around the right side. And he's going to be stopped, and it looks like he's going to be stopped after he got the first down. He got a half a yard there. So with the Kansas City Chiefs, they got to make Baker Mayfield work for it. That's the one thing. Look, he's playing with Chris Godwin's out for the year. Evans is out. Make him work for it. Make things difficult. Don't give him some cheap points. So make Baker work for it. Number 2, exploit this defense. Now, this defense has a lot of good players, but they're bad against the run. Take advantage of it. Play action pass here. Patrick Mahomes wants to take a shot downfield. Beautiful catch by Kelce. First down, Kansas City, a gain of 12. Beautiful pitch and catch here from maybe the best tight end to ever play. And this is a little unusual because he's lined up as with his hand in the dirt, a standard old school tight end, hand in the dirt, releases, turns around, little pitch and catch for a first down. Pitch and catch for a first down. So it's 1st and 10 in enemy territory here. Patrick Mahomes under center, 2 tight ends, 2 receiver. Kareem Hunt's going to be a little pitch out to Kareem. He's going to get to the outside, but he's tripped up very quickly by Carlton Smith, only a gain of 2. So Austin, you won 2 out of 3. God, lost my just. Oh, God. And, oh, man. Chase Brown and A-Chain both had good games. Shavon 1107. I'm so glad to hear that. Jeffrey, what is up, my brother? Man, what is up, my brother? Shotgun formation, Xavier Worthy, a little fake to him. They're going to take Carson, the man of steel, and he's going to power forward for a gain of 5. It's going to be a 3rd and short here for the Chiefs. So we'll find out what Kansas City has up their sleeves here. Shavon, man, let's go. Yeah, the crowd is amped up. The crowd loves Monday night. I got some theories as what could happen here. So we're going to talk about that. 3rd and 3 here from basically the 42.5. Patrick Mahomes back to pass here. He's going to fire. Travis Kelce gets a first down. Dragged down after a gain of 10. It's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs at their own 31-yard line here. Kansas City so far just moving right down the field. Really like what Kansas City's doing. They left basically what it is. They put Whitehead just one-on-one. That's a mismatch. Little Travis Kelce. And our first Taylor Swift sighting of the night. So Taylor Swift is joining Arrowhead. 3 catches for 24 yards for Taylor Swift's boyfriend. Patrick Mahomes in shotgun formation here. It's going to fake the handoff. He wants to take a shot in the end zone. He's going to. He's got Worthy. Oh, he stepped out of bounds at the 2. They're going to call it a catch, but he barely, almost a touchdown. They're going to take a look at this. He may have not had both feet in bounds, but they got him at the 1. And here he is. He's got the oh no, they're going to bring this back. He's got he was backpedaling both his right and oh yeah, that's not a catch. So they don't have to take a look at this long. I'm going to talk about this during the first commercial break here, Jeff, because I do think that there's some things that there's some things I think that the Browns are going to have to do this offseason. Oh God, yeah. And this is a rookie mistake here. He'll learn. In the NFL, the offenses are so complex. A lot of times it takes a lot just to get lined up in the right spot and to know what route to run. 2nd and 10 for the Chiefs here, motioning out Kareem Hunt out of backfields for an empty set. A little quick throw to DeAndre Hopkins, his first action of the night. He's tackled quickly. Nice job by Zion McCallum out of Sam Houston State, one of my draft crushes here, getting a lot of playing time. It's 3rd and 8 here for the Kansas City Chiefs here. Trips to the bottom of the screen here. I believe it's Justin Watson to the top here. Samurai P. Ryan to Patrick Mahomes right. Patrick Mahomes back to pass here. He's got time. He wants to go downfield. Oh, and Vita with the sack. And this is a big sack because this would put most kickers out of field goal range. However, the Chiefs got one of the best in the National Football League in Harrison Butker. It will be a very long field goal, but basically Patrick Mahomes was trying to take a shot downfield. He should have just took the check down. Nice play by Vita. And it's going to be 4th and 18 for the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs are not going to opt for the 59-yard field goal. Instead, they're going to go ahead and punt the ball. Vita Vea sack takes the Chiefs out of field goal range, and nice win by the Bucs defense here. And they're going to take the fair catch at the 5. So when play resumes, tied up at 0. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. You big time missed opportunity for Kansas City. So number one, while we're on commercial break, I'm going to answer any and all questions. First off, the Chargers do have a really good defense. Let's be very clear. The Chargers have a good defense. Winston had 3 picks again. I mean, it's kind of common, for Winston to throw some interceptions. You're trying to get things back normal. But bottom line, you're still getting people back healthy. Here's the deal though. Your receiver, the kid out of Tennessee, is really, really good. That's a good player. So I mean, you have some pieces in play. I'm gonna level with you. I don't think you're as bad of shape as you may think. I just have no idea what you're going to do. I have no idea what you're going to do at the quarterback position. I honestly feel like you're good across the board. Do you want to roll with Deshaun Watson again? I honestly, I want to see what Jameis Winston does with after a loss, how he rebounds, how he plays. You also got Dorian Thompson-Robinson. You're going to be picking very high in the draft as of now. I'm kind of curious what you're going to do in this draft. So, yeah, it's funny because I really wasn't that high on A-Chain. I really thought when Mozart came into the lineup, he would go back to the backup role. He's now the number 1 guy, and as long as he's healthy, I think he's a must play. Yeah. Thank you so much. Hey, man, I'm glad it worked out. Tampa Bay's first series of the game here, starting from their own 5 here. Baker's in shotgun formation here. He's going to fake the handoff. Look, nice throw there to Otten. Nice play design by Tampa Bay. Gets a nice 9. And what they did is they motioned and a little quick throw to Cade Otten, quickly getting becoming one of the more targeted players in the National Football League. Forget the tight end. One of the most targeted players in the National Football League right now. 17 receptions are his last 2 games and 1 already. So second one here for Baker Mayfield, and shotgun formation here. They got both Rachaad White and Bucky Irving in the game. I'm kind of expecting a little more of this. Rachaad White, the Kansas City native, on the screen. He gets a first down, corkscrews himself down to the 26-yard line. Nice gain for the Kansas City kid. As I expect Tampa Bay to do this, where you have Rachaad White and Bucky Irving both in the backfield. I wouldn't even be surprised if Rachaad White runs routes like a wide receiver in this game. Would not be surprised. Baker Mayfield's going to get under center here. First down for the Tampa Bay Bucs at the 26-yard line here. It's going to be a handoff to Bucky Irving. He's going to juke back and be stopped for a gain of 2. And Kansas City's defense just is ready. This is one of the best defensive units in all of football, and they are ready. I really, if I'm a Browns fan, I really want Winston back, and I know he had a bad game, but let's see what he can do next week. I kind of want to see what he does. Second and 8 here for the Bucs here at Baker Mayfield in shotgun formation here. He's going to motion Otten to the bottom of the formation here. And he looks like he's looking for Otten. Otten's not covered. Oh, and Justin Reed dropped a surefire interception. Surefire interception. And that was really disappointing. Justin Reed just dropped it right at midfield. That would have given the Chiefs an excellent opportunity. That was kind of interesting. What the Chiefs did is they actually had McDuffie on Otten, and Justin Reed, great position, and Baker Mayfield kind of lets out a sigh there, a little sigh of relief. 3rd and 8 for the Bucs. Chiefs look like they're going to bring the blitz. They like the blitz on 3rd and long here, and they do so, but it's picked up nicely. But the ball is tipped, falls incomplete. It's going to be 4th and 8. I expect the Bucs punt here. George Kalifdis just smacking the ball down here. Nice job by the Chiefs defense here. And this was nice play design here because George Karlaftis, they ran a stunt. They like using Chris Jones on the outside and then having Karlaftis or other players rush from the inside. It's kind of a mismatch. 4th and 8 here. McCole Hardman back to receive the punt. It's going to be Trenton Gill for the Bucs, and nice punt, nice hang time. Cole Hardman, he's going to get an opportunity to return. He slips. He's at the 20. He's going to try to bounce the outside. He's got some room to the 25, to the 30, 35, 40, 45, down around midfield. I think they're marking him out at the 48-yard line here. Excellent field position for the Kansas City Chiefs. The problem is McCole Hardman is hurt, and they're going to call an injury timeout here. When play resumes, we're tied up at 0, but the Chiefs get excellent field position. Jeff asked a great question. What do you think of Drake May? He is more athletic than I thought. He's a little faster than I thought. I knew he had a lot of athleticism and upside. I think he was that athletic. That interception to end the game was terrible. Just terrible. I really didn't like it. So you could see the athleticism, you can see the upside. I really want to see him make some better decisions. And this is something he did his final year in college, was he did throw some picks, but a lot of people thought, like, with the talent he had leaving the year before, maybe it was just trying to play hero ball. It kind of looked like he was just making some bad decisions. I would have liked to see him sit more, to be perfectly honest, but I'll tell you what, though, his athleticism is right on par with Jaden Daniels and Caleb Williams. A lot of people may think that that's nuts, but I mean, the athleticism is right on par. And he's a big dude. I mean, a really big dude. Like if he wanted to, he could probably put on a few pounds and be a tight end. Like, he's that athletic. I think he'd be an excellent NFL tight end. But God, he made some bad, that interception to end the game. That was just terrible. So I'd like to see a little more. Improvement in decision making. But the one thing is that the New England Patriots athletically got their guy. They have to figure out what they want to do. In my opinion, I think they should invest heavily in the offensive line. Maybe make a play for a free agent wide receiver this offseason. It's going to be an interesting offseason for the New England Patriots. McCole Hardman is going into the training room here as they're showing the replay here. I can't tell exactly what happened on the return, but they're actually going to mark him out the 45-yard line. So it's 1st and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs on their own 45-yard line here. Patrick on shotgun formation here. He fakes the handoff to Xavier Worthy. Going to drop it off to DeAndre Hopkins for a nice gain of 8. So the Chiefs on first down invade Bucs territory. This is a fun play because they had Xavier Worthy in the backfield. And what they're doing is you got a guy with 4.21 speed. You just want to get him the ball in the open field, or you want to fake that you're giving him the ball in the open field. His value is just as high as a decoy as it is as an actual receiver. 2nd and 2 here for the Chiefs here. It's going to be a fake the handoff, and it's going to be DeAndre Hopkins again right across the middle for a nice first down, a gain of 17. What they did is that 2nd and short, they fake the Kareem Hunt run. Patrick Mahomes just pitch and catch to DeAndre Hopkins. This is an easy pitch and catch for the Kansas City Chiefs. What'd you do? A little play action pass. Get DeAndre Hopkins in the open field. 3 receptions, 27 yards so far here. Chiefs are on the Bucs 30 here. This time they are going to hand it off to Kareem Hunt. He's going to power forward for a gain of 3. Kareem Hunt for a gain of 3. Would you be interested in David Njoku because he's been coming up in trade talks? I've always liked David Njoku. The Chiefs, what was his name? Jared Wiley tore his ACL. He's 4th-round rookie out of TCU, a former quarterback, just like Travis Kelce, and just like Kelce tore his ACL in his rookie year. Patrick Mahomes is going to scramble around. He's going to take it and run. He's going to slide after he gets a first down here. The refs are going to give him a bad spot, but they're motioning it's still good for a first down. So we're now inside the official red zone here. So it's going to be a 1st and 10 at the Bucs 20. I have such a man crush on David Njoku that, yes, I would love him here in Kansas City, but there's a lot of talk that the Chiefs are trying to trade for Marshawn Lattimore, as the Chiefs really need some help in their secondary. So I would absolutely love it. We've got a reverse here, Nick Xavier Worthy, and he's going to be wrapped up by Yaya Digby for a loss of 10 as Digby stayed home. Mahomes tried to block to no avail. Nice play by the former Louisville. I forgot what they're called. Louisville Cardinal. The former Louisville Cardinal just stays at home. Read this perfectly. Loss of 10 here. As this time they try to get Worthy in the open field, and Digby doesn't fall for it. By the way, Digby doesn't make that tackle. You never know what could happen with that type of speed and explosiveness. 2nd and 20 for the Chiefs here. Patrick Mahomes is going to go back to pass. He's going to drop it off, but it's only a 4-yard gain as Levante David, a long tendered buck, makes the tackle. So nice 4-yard gain before he's dragged down here. 3rd and 16. And if you're the Kansas City Chiefs right here, basically what you want to do is just walk away with 3. You want to walk away with 3. Even though it's an empty set, they're going to motion P. Ryan back in. I would expect a draw or a handoff. Something short here. Basically, just take the 3 here. Patrick Mahomes back to pass. It's going to be a little dump off to P. Ryan. P. Ryan's going to be tackled after a gain of 4. So it's going to be 4th down here, and we're going to see Kansas City Chiefs get the field goal. So what happened is after the 2nd down play didn't go for that much, the Chiefs kind of just, it was going to be either a screen or a draw, the P. Ryan here. So 4th and 12, I'm just expecting a field goal here. I seriously doubt the Kansas City Chiefs are going to do anything tricky here. We have a 2:20. It'll be about 2:20 left when the Chiefs go ahead and kick this. The kick is up. The kick is good. Chiefs are on the board first, trying to stay as the final undefeated team in the National Football League. It's Chiefs 3, Bucs nothing. And they're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we'll see what Tampa Bay and Baker Mayfield can do here. Jeffrey, I would love Njoku. I just don't think the Chiefs are interested. There's a lot of teams that would be interested. There's a lot of teams that would really be interested. I'll be honest with you. I think he would be a great fit with the Rams. I think he'd be a great fit with the Rams. Parkinson or whatever. They also got David Allen. These are big, powerful dudes. Neither one of them really a downfield threat. Um, I could see the Rams really using Njoku. I mean, that whole NFC West is wide open. But I think Njoku would be an excellent fit with the Rams. I mean, I know as a Chiefs fan and as a longtime Njoku fan, I would love this kid in Kansas City, but I could see the Rams really making a move, and this also allows Stafford, another weapon. So we'll have to find out. We'll have to find out what's going to happen here. So yeah, Siobhan 1107, the Greek Freak is yeah, I don't care what PFF says. This is one of the best defensive ends in all of football. The one thing that I despise PFF with a passion. I can't tell you how much I hate them. I can go on and on, but let's not just trash somebody else. Here's a drill though. What you don't see is what you don't see is that this dude always goes like a million miles an hour, always going a million miles an hour. He's one of these locker room leaders, just a high energy type of guy, and you really can't put that into a statistic. He's one of these energy givers. That's something the Kansas City Chiefs have been really, really big on, bringing into their franchise guys that are really good locker room guys, and Karlaftis just checks off all the check marks. He's a guy I would love to stay in Kansas City, but I wouldn't be surprised if he hits free agency and gets an offer to make a lot of money. He's a guy I think any franchise would love to have. I haven't heard about that. I would love Greg Newsome. I would love Greg Newsome. I'm a big Greg Newsome fan, so I would love that kid. I had no idea he was. To me that would be a big mistake for the Bucs, but we'll find out. 1st and 10 for Tampa Bay from their own 30 here. They're going left to right on your screen. 2:16 left in the first quarter. Baker Mayfield's under center. 2 tight ends, 1 receiver. Rashad White's in the backfield. Correction, it's Bucky Irvin. Bucky Irvin's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Now, I really thought the 3 keys to the game for Tampa Bay is you have to have a balanced offense. All right, you got to have a balanced offense. You got to be able to run the ball. You're playing with some backup receivers. You got to have some success running the ball against this Chiefs defense. I know it's difficult, but you got to do it. Number 2 is you got to capitalize off turn. Actually, that was number 3, but I'm going to give him out of order here. It's going to be another run for Bucky Irving. He's going to be stopped after a short gain. It's going to be 3rd and long. It's going to be 3rd and long here as they were trying to get a fast one on Kansas City. Chiefs defense was ready for it. The second key, you have to have a balanced offense. Second thing you want to do is you don't want to give up any cheap scores to the Kansas City Chiefs. You don't want the Chiefs. You got to make the Chiefs work for it. Don't let Patrick Mahomes get a quick score. And the third thing is you have to capitalize off the turnovers. Baker Mayfield's back to pass. He's got time. He's going to be sacked. It's going to be, and there's a flag down. George Karlaftis is on the sack. We're going to see what this flag is. If it's against Kansas City, it could be an automatic. It's going to be holding. And I can't tell. He's pointing right towards the middle of the field, so it could be holding, but he's not giving a direction here. We'll have to see when the head judge calls it here. It's going to be holding against the Chiefs. It's going to be an automatic first down. So wipes out a nice play by George Karlaftis here, and it's going to be an automatic first down for the Bucs. Big penalty. Chamari Connor, third-year player out of Virginia Tech, second-year player out of Virginia Tech. One of my favorite players, does a little bit of everything. And I'm not seeing where he held. They may have called it. They may have accidentally called it on Connor, but it looks like it's Joshua Williams. So I ain't really seeing holding. But Rashad White on the carry here to Kansas City. The kid powers forward for a gain of 3. So it's going to be 2nd and 7 here as the first quarter comes to an end. At the end of 1, we have Kansas City 3, Bucs 0. Yeah, we really like the young guy Mitchell in his second year, and we don't have the money to bring back Newsome. So I remember he gave Ward a lot of money, and he's a guy that I really, really like. But I would love Newsome. If you're trying to save some money, send Denzel Ward over here. To tell you the truth, and to tell you the truth, I think Newsome might be a little better of a fit. And if I'm being really honest, I really could see him just being a better fit because I think that he could play a little more on the outside. McDuffie can play outside and inside, but I'd like to see the Chiefs get just a big physical outside corner. And Newsome would be that guy. I think he'd fit like a hand in the glove here in Kansas City. There's a lot of talk about Lattimore. Look, the Saints need draft picks. They have a lot of question marks. If you just found out, just like I did, Saints fired their head coach today. It's sad. It really is. But I never really feel bad for a head coach getting fired. You make 7 figures. You're going to make either 6 or 7 figures the next year. So I think that what you're going to do is, I don't feel bad. I feel bad for the guys that are coordinators and assistants, guys that maybe you don't know of, guys that are going to have to uproot their families to a different place completely. A lot of times what they do is that players will, when they get traded or coaches get cut and they get added on in midseason, they stay. Like, for example, I can't believe I'm having a brain freeze. The New York Jets head coach, Robert Saleh. So he's working in Green Bay right now. What probably happened is he kept his family and his in New York, and then he's like rented a house out there in Green Bay, and then when he gets an opportunity, he just goes back when he can. But usually, if you get traded, released, cut, whatever it is, usually you leave your family at the place you were at, and then you just travel and it's a hard couple months. So. But Kansas City's a good place to be. Yeah, I don't know if you can get a third for Derek Carr. I'll be honest with you, Jeff. I don't know. We're gonna find out, but I have no idea what the Saints are gonna do if they're gonna go with Derek Carr, Spencer Rattler. We're gonna find out. 2nd and 7 for the Bucs here as they're on their own 42-yard line here. Baker Mayfield back to passer and will blow this play dead here. There's a flag. And the referee, it's funny, the referee's just shaking his head. And it was delay of game on the Bucs. It was so bad that even the ref shook his head. They showed offensive coordinator, and he was not happy. Not happy. 2nd and 12 here from their own 37 here. Baker's in the pistol here. He's going to fake the handoff to White, bootleg out. He's on his man Cotton. And Otten makes a really nice athletic play. Wow, got 11 yards there. I did not expect that. It looked like he was out a couple yards before that, but instead of 3rd and 3 or 3rd and 4, it's only 3rd and 1 here. And the Bucs are going to go ahead and go in their heavy set here. Rachaad White and Sterling Shepard are in, but they also got their fullback, 2 tight ends. We're going to see what Tampa Bay does here. It looks like they're just going to line up kind of old school formation here. They're a motion Shepard here. It's going to be an end around to Shepard. He breaks free. He's at the 40, 35, pushed out of bounds by Cook after a nice gain as the Bucs are in enemy territory. Sterling Shepard blowing kisses to the Arrowhead crowd. Very nice play call, nice design, gain of about 19. Big hit by Cook going out of bounds, but Shepard, big play. Baker Mayfield's buddy back in Oklahoma, back at Oklahoma. 1st and 10 for the Bucs here. Baker's right under center here. It's a little play action pass here. It's going to be a dump off to Rachaad White. He's going to break a tackle. He's going to break another one, but he's tackled after a gain of 5. So it's going to be a 2nd and 5 here for the Tampa Bay Bucs. Bucky Irving really getting involved in the offense. At least the Bucs are trying to get him involved in the offense. This is a nice job here because you're going the same set. You're going 2 tight ends, and they're trying just to set up the screen. Give credit to both of the Chiefs linebackers. Bucky Irving broke both tackles, but Irving had room to roam if he got free. So instead of him breaking a long one, it was only a gain of 5. Another handoff to Bucky Irving here. This is a great play design. They fake the pitch and then run Irving around the right side like an old school power trap. And that was a beautiful play call, and it was a nice gain of 7. So the Bucs got another 1st down as they are itching towards the red zone here. 1st and 10 here as we go under 12:45 in the 2nd here for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And we're actually on the 21 here, 21-yard line here. Baker Mayfield shotgun formation here. He's going to fake the same play basically, except in a shotgun formation. And this time it was a play action pass. They try to float Otten out in the flat. Thing is, the Chiefs are ready for it. Gain of 2 for Otten. Gain of 2. 2nd and 8 here for the Bucs as they're now officially in the red zone here. The Bucs, worst case scenario, want to tie it up. Best case scenario, they want to take a lead. They want to take a lead here as we go under 11:50 here when Baker goes ahead and snaps the ball. Chiefs bring a blitz, and then Baker dumps it off to Bucky Irving. Tackled for a loss of 2. Tackle for a loss of 2, so it's going to be 3rd and 9 here for the Bucs. Now, the good news for the Bucs is that you're in field goal range. The bad news is it's 3rd and 9 against a defense that likes to bring pressure, and they got the dogs to do it. They got the dogs to do it. Arrowhead looks like it's rowdy tonight. 3rd and 9, Chiefs blitz, and it's caught. Shepard, gain of 14 and a Bucs 1st down. Bucs 1st down, gain of 14. Nice pitch and catch for Baker and Sterling Shepard here. And the Chiefs brought blitz from both sides here, and Baker just read this perfectly. It's gonna be Rashad White, the local. He's gonna walk in the end zone. Damn it. All right. So here's how this works. When you go ahead and you have a score like this, this is now when you go ahead and you put some action down. Right now it's locked up, so bear with me here. Once the extra point's up and good, we're going to see what the lines are on the game here. And now we're going to go ahead and place a bet here. Had McDonald's right before I came in. Normally I don't eat fast food, but this is kind of an exception. I was really hungry and I didn't have a lot of time. Yeah, so if the Chiefs lose, I'm blaming it on the fast food. All right, so it's still locked up here. They're going to go to commercial break here. And Rashad White, who grew up about 15 minutes away from Arrowhead Stadium, scores in his hometown. Rashad White, one of my favorite players, one of my absolute favorite players. Normally, I would love to take the under at this point as well. Normally, I would take the under, and but because the Bucs scored in the second quarter, I don't expect the under to be all that good. What I'm hoping is that with the 7-3 lead, I can get a line that's 2.5 or less that the Kansas City Chiefs will be favored by. Kansas City Chiefs, even though they're down by 4 in the second quarter, they're still going to be favored. The magic question is, how much are they going to be favored by? That's the magic question. And once I get that number, then I'll go ahead and put a bet down. Maybe we'll see it. We'll see how much I like. I could also see, because the line was at 9. I can still see Kansas City anywhere between 4.5 and 5.5. So right now it's still they haven't released it yet. Jesus, they're still not releasing it. Oh. PJ Hatcher winning 112 to 106. Who do you or your opponent have, PJ? Who do you and your opponent have tonight? Okay, so line's out. It's now 3.5. Money line's negative 217. Over-under's at 41. God, I hate 3.5. I really hate 3.5. We'll wait. We'll hold off here. We'll go ahead and hold off. So you got Cream. Your opponent has Kelsey. Oh, boy. Tampa Bay going to kick it off here. It's going to go back in the end zone. It's going to be a 1st and 10 at the 30 once play resumes. We're going to keep an eye out on this here. I think that Kelsey's going to have more yards. I'm assuming it's a PPR league. There's a good chance that Kareem gets some catches, which would benefit you in a PPR. But I think what you're banking on is a touchdown. If you get a score, you should win. I mean, unless Kelsey does something crazy. Play action pass here for Mahomes. He wants to take a shot downfield. He's going to just dump it off to Kelsey. Kelsey's going to be stopped behind a line of scrimmage. He's going to lose 2. McCallum read this. And one thing about the Chiefs offense, it looks like they're wanting to take shots downfield. It looks like they want to score quickly and then just lean on their defense. And that makes a lot of sense. But Patrick Mahomes back to pass. Here's quick out. Here's going to be Justin Watson. First down, Chiefs. 12-yard gain for the Chiefs and Justin Watson. Here's they get a first down after losing one. So we're going to pay attention to this, BJ. First and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs here. Patrick Mahomes 10 out of 11 for 70 yards. Not bad. Not bad start to the game for Mr. Mahomes. He's in the pistol. He's got trips to the bottom. That's Xavier Worthy to the top here. It's going to be a Kareem Hunt. He's going to just go around to the left side. He's going to be stopped after he gets a gain of the way they have it marked. It looks like it's a gain of 2. Second and 8. They're going to call it 7. Second and 7 for the Kansas City Chiefs as we go under 850 in the first half. So we go under 850 in the first half here. Patrick Mahomes, he's going to be in shotgun formation here. He's got Kelsey motioning down. Patrick Mahomes, he avoids a sack. He's going to pump, and he's still fighting for yardage, but they're going to roll him down at the 41-yard line. He's going to be sacked for a loss of 3. And is that Yaya Digby? I believe that's Yaya Digby. One of the Bucs players is down on the ground here. And what happened on Wanda Morris just kind of pushed him down into the ground. Perfectly legal play, but Digby just didn't get up. While Digby's getting some medical attention, we're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to see what we can do here. Hopefully the good guys here can get things ramped up here. I'm pretty excited. Pretty excited here. Let's see here. Right now, the over-under is locked in at -200. I'm sorry, the over-under is at 40.5. If you take the Chiefs, the money line at -200, and you could also take -3.5 by 105. I think that as long as the Bucs drive, this number is just going to go up and up and up. So we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Man. God, I don't want this to be the game. Don't tell me because I ate McDonald's, I jinxed my Chiefs. Just because I had McDonald's doesn't mean I jinxed the Chiefs. Normally, I do not eat fast food, but I really needed something fast, and I did not have time to go grocery shopping. Did not have time to go grocery shopping. So the number keeps free falling with BetUS. We're going to see what happens here because if the Bucs score on this possession, I'm definitely going to put some money on Kansas City. Andre, welcome, brother, man. Pacheco back in action this month, and in a couple of weeks, in a couple of weeks, he's going to come back to practice, but we'll have to wait and see. I'm not so sure. I'm hearing a lot of stuff that he's going to be back in 2 weeks. I'm not so sure. 3rd and 10 here for the Chiefs after the sack. P. Ryan's in the game here. It's going to be trips to the bottom of the formation here. Kelsey to the top. It's going to be a nice throw. It's going to be Justin Watson again for a gain of 20. And a Kansas City Chiefs first down as they invade Bucs territory. PJ, listen, there's going to be no show this week. But do drop something in the comments or community tab, and then I'm going to keep my eye out here. My thought process is that if Hunt scores a touchdown and Kelsey doesn't, you will win. Not yet. Not yet. My thought process is that let me double check here. I should have the schedule memorized, but if I remember correctly, the Chiefs will play Buffalo. The Chiefs are going to play Buffalo. I believe it's next week. No, it's Denver and then at Buffalo. He could have a good game against Denver. If he has a good game against Denver, maybe before the Chiefs go to Buffalo. Little screen play to Xavier Worthy, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Levante David read that like a book. Just stayed at home here. He read that completely, and Justin Watson was trying to block him, and to no avail. No avail here. Justin Watson couldn't block Levante David, one of the best linebackers in football. Even I believe he's 36, still one of the best there is. 3rd and 8 here for the Chiefs at the Bucs 38-yard line. Trips to the bottom of the formation here. Patrick Mahomes, he wants to go deep. He's going to get in pressure. He's going to throw downfield, and it's going to be caught. DeAndre Hopkins with the circus catch. Gain of 35 yards. Going to be 1st and goal for the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and goal for the Kansas City Chiefs. Every time I try to start Tillman, but some fantasy football analysts say to start Downs, and Tillman always had more points. Yeah, I really liked Downs last week, so if I told you that, I am sorry, but Tillman as of right now is the number 1 guy in Cleveland, so keep playing Tillman. Quit listening to me and all these other fantasy football gurus. Kareem Hunt just right up the middle. He's going to be stopped. He wants to keep fighting forward, and they are going to not roll him down, so he got a gain of 2. What a catch by DeAndre Hopkins. What a freaking catch. Man. DeAndre Hopkins is going to go back on the field here. It's 5 catches for 65 yards. Patrick Mahomes, 14 out of 15 for 125. 2nd goal from the 3 here. They're going to mark it back. Kareem Hunt right up the middle again. He's stopped, but he's going. Forward momentum's going to. I can't tell if it's the 1 or the 2. Can't tell if it's the 1 or the 2 here. Jeff, that's an excellent question. I'm going to get to that right after. Hopefully, Chiefs score a touchdown, because that's something I do want to touch base on. It's something I do want to touch base on. It's going to be a 3rd and goal here, just inside the 2. It's going to be trips at the top of the formation here. Chiefs are going to motion out a Kareem Hunt here. They wanted to get him in the flat. Instead, it's DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Kansas City. Welcome to the end zone. Welcome to the end zone for the very first time. DeAndre Hopkins, 1-yard touchdown. Chiefs go up 9-7. 4:05 left in the second. 4:05 left in the second. D-Hop is here. So I'm going to level with you. I think the Chiefs are going to reach out to him, because he signed a 1-year. It was either $10 or $12 million deal, and a lot of that's guaranteed. Kick is up and good, making it a 10-7 game. So I think the Chiefs are going to lowball him to try to get him to stay for 1 more year. He may just want to play a prove-it deal, because he is going to come back. And when he comes back, he's going to add something to this offense. So there is something to say. I mean, there is something to say. But the one thing I do want to point out is that how much of value will he have in free agency? Oh, I have my girl Patricia Garrett. Oh, that is the best. All sorts of emojis. I think the Chiefs will, but I mean, it depends on the market. I mean, I could see a team that wants a threat to maybe give them a little more money. I could see a team like maybe the Giants. He might be a fun option for a team like Washington, even though I'm hearing a lot of people are angling their agents to have them traded to the Commanders. But I could see something like maybe Hollywood going to a team like the Commanders. Um, I could see something like maybe him going to Dallas. By the way, Dallas is going to be an interesting team because I think on team, I mean, Dallas, who knows what Dallas is going to do, but I think the Chiefs are going to try to lowball him, try to bring him back like on a 1 year, $3 million deal, and see if he bites. And if he does, because our early indicators were that he was looking really good with Mahomes. I wish you were. I am. I am live. I am live broadcasting the Bucs and the Chiefs. I am live. I am live. What it is that there's YouTube has a I think it's like a 5 to 7 delay. But yeah, I'm live. I'm probably slightly behind, but it's like 5 or 7. Who are you going against? You're going against um oh, you're going against Kelsey. So the Chiefs would love to do that. I really think the Chiefs would love to do that. Remember when they signed him, they weren't anticipating getting Xavier Worthy, and they did trade up in the draft for him. So and he is going to come back. He's going to come back in December, but I don't think you can trade a. I don't think you could trade a injured player. I will say this: I'd love to see DeAndre Hopkins come back, but I don't think he'll be able to. I think he'll want too much money. But I will say this: like I would love to have Hopkins, stay with Kansas City, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, I think if you get a TD and Kelsey doesn't, then you're in good shape. Yeah, PJ, is this a PPR league? First and 10 at the 20 here. Baker Mayfield shotgun formation. Here he's going to motion Rashad White and give the ball to Bucky Irving. Bucky Irving's going to power forward for a gain of 4. We'll keep an eye out here because I think Kareem Hunt is going to start getting some receptions. I've been saying that the last couple of weeks, but look, you have Kelsey getting some. You have Hopkins getting some, and I think the Chiefs are seeing that they can exploit the passing game. So I wouldn't be surprised if Kareem Hunt he's going to maybe get a screen or two. So gain of 3 here for Bucky. It's going to be 2nd and 7 here. It's going to be a play action pass, and George Karlaftis with the sack. George Karlaftis is having a game, folks. Ignore what PFF says. George Karlaftis is one of the best in the game. One of the best in the game. I don't care what PFF says. I think PFF has him ranked as like 50 something. No, this dude is an absolute disruptor. Now, this was just a blown blocking assignment. I have no idea what happened, but he really didn't do anything special. The tackle, for whatever reason, just went inside. Not sure why. 3rd and 10 here for Baker. Trips to the bottom here. Baker, he's going to set up the screen for the Rashad White. Rashad White's going to go ahead and be tackled. Well, he got dragged down by a newly acquired Josh Uche, but he broke free of the shirt tackle. Got about 7, but it's going to be 4th and short here, just as Josh Uche's first action, newly acquired from New England. Really liked this kid coming out of New England. The only thing I didn't like about him is that he's just a little short for a pure defensive end. Chiefs really don't use 3-4 outside linebackers, but they got another guy, Mike Dana, who's injured, who also went to Michigan with Uche's teammates, who's kind of similar size, speed. Uche's a little faster, a little more athletic, but they're both smaller players. So we hit the 2-minute warning, and at the 2-minute warning, it's Chiefs 10, Bucs 7, and the Bucs are going to go ahead and looks like they're going to punt. Now, BetUS right now has the money line Chiefs negative 588, Chiefs at negative 8.5. The over under is 41.5. So, and by the way, like PJ, this is where you kind of are going to get a little scared. By the way, line just dropped to 7.5, but we'll keep an eye out on it. Right here is where you're going to be scared, is because in this 2-minute offense, Patrick Mahomes loves throwing the ball to Kelsey. Absolutely loves throwing the ball to Kelsey. So. This is just really exciting for me. I mean, I love the fact that I got I just absolutely love the fact that I'm a fan of a team in the dynasty. It's the number one. I mean, there's never been a time in Chiefs history that's better. Never been a time in Chiefs history that's better. And this is just such a treat. My family's had season tickets since '89. Sat through some tough years, but right now is the best time to be a Chiefs fan. Never been a better time. I'm so excited. So excited. BetUS has jumped up the money line to negative 625. So it looks like I should took the money line was around 2-1. I mean, the one thing I will say, if the Chiefs put up some points in the second half, I'm going to take a look at the over under. Depending on what the number is, I may jump on the over. I do think the Bucs will get a chance. No, I didn't. I joked around that Carolina got Dennis Allen fired. They had, I think it was like 200 or 250 more yards, and Carolina didn't force a turnover. It was the only time, it was something like, if you didn't force a turnover and your opponent got 250 more yards, you're 275-0 until the Panthers came. So now it's 275-1, and I put down that it was so bad that they forced Dennis Allen to lose his job. So. I just remember just really getting a kick out of that. No, I didn't have a chance to watch the highlights. The one thing I saw was the stat line, and just the stat line looked better. 1st and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs at their own 17 here. 147 left in the first half. A little shuffle pass to P. Ryan. P. Ryan's going to make a juke move, get out to the first down marker. Chiefs are going to go hurry up offense. The main thing the Chiefs are trying to do here is they're really not trying to score a touchdown. They just want to get 3. They got all 3 timeouts, so do the Bucs. So what you want to do is that you want to go ahead and get this was a beautiful catch by Worthy. I think his feet were out, but it was a gorgeous out route. It was, if that play stands, it's a 15-yard completion. Now here's the drill: the Bucs do get the ball back, and no, he doesn't have it. It was a great catch, just right foot's way out of bounds, so it's going to be 2nd and 10. because the Bucs have all 3 timeouts, what you want to do if you're the Chiefs is you want to eat up some clock, but you mainly just want to get 3. Patrick Mahomes back to pass here. It's 2nd and 10 here. Patrick Mahomes has time. He's going to run up into the pocket. He's going to throw the ball out to the flat here, and they're going to claim that Hopkins is right there. Vita Veda causing some problems. So this is 3rd and 10 here, and this is interesting what you want to do because an incomplete pass or a play where you don't get a first down, the Bucs can get the ball back with either 3 or 2 timeouts and over a minute left. I know the Bucs are on the road, but still, you want to take opportunities where you get them at. You may be able to do a long field goal attempt. So it's key 3rd down here for the Chiefs here. 3rd and 10 from their own 27 here. Patrick Mahomes back to pass here. He's going to fire the ball downfield. Travis Kelce, first down, gain of 20. And Travis Kelce, he's going to run back to the line. They're going to go hurry up, but it's not full-blown hurry-up offense as you got a minute 10 left. And it stopped at minute 10. And the Chiefs are going to call a timeout. I'm kind of surprised they called a timeout, to be honest with you. But I don't get this at all. I mean, why are you? They're playing a soft zone. Weren't paying attention to Kelce. Doesn't make any sense. And so the Chiefs call a timeout. They got a minute 10 left, but they're right at midfield. And the key is for the Kansas City Chiefs is that they want to kick a field goal and put the Bucs in a situation where they don't have any time and they want to walk in halftime 13-7. I expect the first play here to be a screen draw. Maybe some sort of rub route, something along those lines. That way, get somebody in the open field. But if you do go downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if you go down to the middle of the field and then you're in no hurry to do anything because you got a minute 10. This is a lot of time for this offense. I do have the links to BetUS in the description below. Right now, God, it is negative 666. Yeah, don't bet on a 666 number, folks. Kansas City's now at 9.5. 9.5. So, raid. Oh no. Oh, are you serious? I would love it. I would love it. I got such a kick. I got raided a while back by Tom Grassi, and I'm just a big fan. So that's I would love it. I would never ask for it, but it's a treat if they do it. So. And I am going to keep an eye out on the over-unders for those of you who are putting some action down on this game. I was going to, but I pulled the trigger a little too late. I did make 2 bets on the upcoming election. Yeah, I did. I put some action down. Patrick Mahomes back to pass here. And he's going to not do what I said. He's going to take a shot downfield. Justin Watson just, ooh. And so the reason why you do this is you want to open things up. You want to open things up a little bit. And what you're doing is by this, and this is just simple go route here. McCallum doesn't have bad coverage here. And what you're doing here is you're just taking a shot downfield. That's all you're doing. Perry! Oh, God, man. It is 10-7 Chiefs. 10-7 Chiefs here. Patrick Mahomes back to pass here. He's going to drop it off to Kelce. Kelce's going to try to make a move here, but he's going to extend. He's going to be down, but the Bucs are trying to claim that he's not. So they're going to call it Bucs ball, but they're going to review this. And it should show that Kelce is down by contact. So, Oh God, yeah. I'm a huge fan. So Denver Gator turned me on to Perna, and he sends me stuff from Perna quite a bit. But we're going to take a look at this here in slow mo. And oh, Kelsey, this is a fumble, folks. So the Bucs went ahead and forced the turnover, and the Bucs are going to get the ball back. This is exactly what Kansas City didn't want to do. Oh man. PJ, if your fantasy league takes away points for fumbles, then Kelsey has lost you some. Great opportunity for the Bucs here, 1st and 10 at their own 45. They have all 3 timeouts remaining in 55 seconds here. Baker Mayfield back to pass here. It's going to be Ott, and he's going to be tackled after a gain of 3. Chamari Connor, fantastic play, tackles him in bounds. And Tampa's going to call a timeout with 49 seconds remaining. Now, if Tampa Bay puts up some points here, I might put some action on Kansas City. Probably his line's going to be over 3.5, so I probably won't. There is a chance I may do the money line, and there is a possibility I might just do either an over or under. I want to wait and see what this number is. Right now, the dropped down to negative 416. Over-unders at 41.5, and the Chiefs, you can put action on minus 6.5. Second and 6 from their own 49-yard line here. They probably have to get about 15 yards before you seriously consider a field goal. Nice out route here. It's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Shepard on an out route, so it's going to be 3rd and 6 here. Key 3rd down here for the Bucs, because the last thing you want to do is, after you go ahead and you get the turnover, is just give the ball right back to Kansas City. Now, keep in mind the Bucs do get the ball first in the second half. Being down 10-7 is not a bad deal, but we'll see what happens. Empty set here. Baker Mayfield's going to run, and he's going to get the 1st down and a little more. Nice play by Baker Mayfield. There is a flag on the play. Drew Tranquil is indicating holding, and that's usually what it is in that type of situation, and it's confirmed by the head ump there, and they're going to go back 10. Cody Mock is on the hold here, former 2nd-round pick on North Dakota State. Really love this kid, Cody Mock. One thing the Bucs have done over the last couple of years is really upgrade their offensive line. Really, really upgrade their offensive line. Baker Mayfield's the fastest. Baker, it's funny because Baker, I think, ran a faster 40 than Mahomes, but Mahomes looks faster on the field. So 3rd and 14 here, 2 timeouts left by both teams, 41 seconds left. I think what you're going to see here from the Bucs is I really expect something safe here. Look, you get the ball first in the second half. You don't want to give the Chiefs too much of an opportunity here. They're going to motion Shepard out to the outside, trips to the bottom. Baker Mayfield, he's going to scramble. He's got to the 45. He's out to the 50. He's going to try to fight for some more yardage, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds. It's short here. It's going to be 4th and either a long 3 or a short 4, depending on where they mark it at. This was a very nice run. Josh Uche, by the way, I really like Uche's effort here. I got Uche and Karliftis, and Uche is a guy who's really playing some well. So Chris Jones almost had a sack, but just barely got out of the way. They're going to call it 4th and 4, and it's a very short 4. Bucs are going to punt it, and this is kind of what I was expecting. You got 32 seconds left in the game here, or left in the half. And what you want to do is you don't want to give the Chiefs any additional points. You get the ball first. Cole Hardman, who left the game earlier, gets the fair catch. It's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Chiefs at 16. I'm not really sure what to expect from Kansas City. I mean, I would not be at all surprised if Kansas City just wants to take a knee, go into halftime up by 3, or they may just want to go ahead and run a draw, a little slip screen, see if they get something, see if something pops, and go from there. Hopkins, 6 catches, 66 yards, and a touchdown. Kelsey, 7 for 51. Patrick Mahomes having a great night. And it's a trip to the top of the formation here. Patrick Mahomes is going to dump it off to P. Ryan. P. Ryan's going to try to make a guy miss. He does. He's going to power out of bounds after a gain of 3. It's going to be 2nd and 7, 16 seconds left in the first half here. And this is exactly what I was expecting. The Chiefs are just going to go ahead and just dump it off to P. Ryan, see if he can make something happen, but it didn't work. Didn't work. It's going to be a handoff right up the middle here. P. Ryan's going to get a first down and a gain of 8, and Andy Reid's going to call a timeout. 10 seconds left. Here's the deal. You got to get about 20 yards downfield before you even want to consider a field goal. 20, you got to get about 20, maybe 15, maybe 15. Mm. Seven catches for 51 yards, but 1 fumbled loss for Travis Kelce. All right, 1st and 10, 10 seconds left. I think you got to get about 20 yards here minimum. Get the midfield before you consider a field goal, and Mahomes is going to go down. And that's going to be it for the first half. Kalijah Cansey, a second-year player out of Pitt, former first-round pick. Tampa Bay is going to get going to go ahead and get the ball first in the second half. So that's what we're looking at. BetUS has it right now. I'm going to refresh. Money line's at -385. Kansas City's at -6.5. I'm still going to hold off. The over-under's at 39.5. So I'm going to kind of hold off on everything. I do got 2 separate $25 bets on the election. If you're curious, the BetUS link is at the bottom here, so you can also check out my video. I went ahead and made a $100 deposit in BetUS. It's really fast. It's really easy. There's no fees. Right now, the money line is -160 for Trump, and it's been fluctuating quite a bit, actually. So what happened is I got -180 after it dropped from 190, thinking I got a deal. Then it went all the way to -145, jumped on it then. So I bet 50 to win a little over 30 on this upcoming election if you want to go that route. But right now, if you want to put some money on the election, there's all sorts of political bets that you can make. They go into real detail. I don't know enough about politics one way or another, but right now it's -160 if you're interested. And then if you want to bet Kamala, it's +140. For those of you that are not familiar with betting, +140 means a $100 bet will win you 140. So, but right now I'm just going to go ahead. And by the way, they have a new view, which I am not a fan of. I like the classic. I like the classic a lot better. I'll be honest with you, the new version BetUS has, it's a little confusing. I actually don't like it. As a matter of fact, it's very confusing. So If you do get on BetUS, there's a classic version. Go to the classic. It's a lot easier to read, at least the way I have it set up. Right now, negative 500 on the money line. Over under is bouncing. Actually, all the numbers are bouncing. Looks like the over under's dropped to 37.5. Chiefs at 6.5. Yeah, I mean, here's the deal. Coming out of Delaware, I remember he ran like a 4.7 something, and he wasn't really overly athletic, but he could actually run a little bit. He wasn't terrible by any stretch of the imagination, but I wouldn't call him good either. But yeah, and now though it's funny because you got the guy who arguably should be starting runs a 4.4, but that's going to be really interesting to see what happens with the Colts, the Panthers, and a lot of these other teams. Cam Ward is really gaining some momentum in the Heisman race as well. University of Miami is currently undefeated, and he's putting up some video game type numbers. So. Perry, I have not had a chance to dive in too heavy with the draft, unfortunately, but this is a guy I am kind of familiar with. I want to watch some more of him because what I'm hearing right now is that some people think he can play left or right tackle in the NFL. I think he's an inside guy, but the thing is, I think he could be a awesome inside guy. I think that this could be a guy that he could really get a run heavy team. You know, somebody like the Baltimore Ravens, for example, maybe the Pittsburgh Steelers. If he goes to a team like that, he could be really, 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 really special. He's going to be a guy I need to see at the combine. I want to see what his footwork, his movement skills are like. I want to see more, but I do think that if you draft him and you tell him, hey, listen, you're going to play guard, he could be special. He could be special. This guy definitely is a guard. He's going to kick inside, and he could be really, really good. Same situation. I want to see his movement skills. I want to see his athleticism. I actually think that he's going to be much lower rated than Walker. This is the SEC bias. I mean, the SEC you're playing against just higher caliber competition. So I'm going to be paying attention to both these guys. But Walker's a guy I think NFL scouts are kind of divided on. This guy, I really, really believe that that he'll go to the Senior Bowl, and I think he'll be almost used exclusively at guard. And another thing is that I also think he'll need to trim down a little bit. I don't believe the weights either, so that's another thing about the combine. Like I'm not sure what these guys really weigh. We'll find out. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I don't want to go into too much detail, but because of the election, things in my personal life kind of are a little jumbled up, and it's going to be that way for the next couple of days. I'm not going to be live on YouTube this week. Sort of, kind of part of it, but yeah, it's going to be it's going to be really chaotic in this country for a while. I really believe that. I really believe it's going to be a little chaotic in this country for a while. It's kind of funny. I kind of wish I would have went grocery shopping. I had to stop by McDonald's. I literally walked into the door 5 minutes before I was ready. I had no time to Matter of fact, I had to refresh YouTube several times just to get it up and going. But yeah, it's going to be chaotic probably for the next week or so. This draft is not really a top-heavy draft, although most of the really good players are down in the hundreds. I don't know about that. Travis Hunter is a lock to be a top 5 pick. There's some edge rushers and tackles that are a lot of people are excited about. Cam Ward's making a lot of noise to not only be a Heisman candidate but be the number 1 pick in the draft. Shadir Sanders' stock is just going to skyrocket after the season's over. He's going to interview really, really, really well. And one of the things that he can do is that he's running a pro-style offense there in Colorado. So he's going to be able to kind of come right in and do some really, really good things. So I think there's some really good things going on in this draft. It's going to be a fun draft to have. I will say this. I think Arch Manning is a better quarterback prospect than either one of these guys. There may be a few teams that may just say, hey, let's just, find a bridge quarterback, maybe roll the dice, and then maybe get some extra draft capital in 2026. It's going to be interesting to see what teams do. Perry, you're preaching to the choir. You're completely preaching to the choir here. I really thought that the worst thing that they could have done is draft him and play him right away. I really think the worst thing that they could have done is just draft him and play him right away. And that's what they did. And he wasn't ready. He doesn't see. One of the things about playing quarterback in the NFL is that quarterback's I'm not going to say the only position, but everything else around you has to be good. If you're a good left tackle, you can be a good left tackle anywhere. Like Joe Thomas, he went into Canton. He never played on a winning team. You can be a good linebacker and never play on a winning team. You can be a good running back, receiver, all those things. Quarterback's different. Quarterback, you need everything around you. And I think the Colts have done everything they can to kind of sabotage his career early on. Same thing with Bryce Young. You really got it. The teams that draft these quarterbacks, you got to have the right plan in play. And I don't think the Colts did it. As a matter of fact, if I'm the Colts, I would seriously move on if you can get a high enough draft pick. And I would have Flacco start this year and next year, and you either take a look at Arch Manning if that's possible. If you can't get Arch Manning, which is also definitely possible, then you may want to take a look at maybe Cam Ward or Shadir Sanders. There's a few other quarterbacks that are getting some hype, but those two are the top 2 in this draft, at least I believe. But Perry, you're 100% correct. I mean, I don't think they should. I'll be honest with you. When they drafted him, I thought it was a big mistake. I know that they were desperate to get a quarterback, but I felt they needed somebody more pro-ready. And you don't want to take a guy that's that big of a project with the 4th overall pick. Perry, I think he's going to end up with the Raiders unless the Raiders get a quarterback. But I think the Raiders, I was looking through the draft. I think the Raiders pick 6, if I'm correct. And I think he if the Raiders fix their quarterback situation, I think he belongs in Vegas more than I. By the way, Dallas does need a running back, but Dowdle's not bad. And Dalvin Cook isn't either. But that kid, I really, 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 really think that Vegas, if Vegas fixes their quarterback situation, I could see them going to Vegas. Vegas needs running back bad. Who do you prefer rest of the season? Champagne 7, man. I'm so glad to see you, brother. Man, I'm sorry I'm not going to be on this week. I want to get too involved. I just have a lot of other issues going on, but I am going to be available. That's a tough one. I'm going to level with you. I like ETN. If we're just going old school players up on the fence, I'm taking ETN first. It's not even a question. The problem is Madison's the number one guy, and I have no idea what Jacksonville's doing right now. Talent-wise, ETN, he's just a much, much, much better player, but I have literally no clue what Jacksonville's doing. Ladd McConkey or Downs for the rest of the season. I've been so anti-McConkey, but I have to admit, man, I think maybe I was wrong. McConkey seems to be the main guy there with the Chargers. Chargers fighting for a playoff spot. Now, I like Downs quite a bit with Flacco. I really like him quite a bit. And by the way, Bucky Irvin, he's the outside. He's the 35, cuts back inside the 40, 45. He's out there. He takes the kickoff, goes all the way back to the midfield. So Tampa's going to start their first possession the second half in excellent range. I think both are solid options, Champagne 7. I just think Ladd McConkey is better. Another thing, as much as I like Flacco, and I still think Flacco should be the starter, Herbert's so much better. He really is. And Quentin Johnston, he had a really good game. So, I mean, that has a lot to do with it. First and 10 here, it's going to be the rookie out of Syracuse. It's his first carry of the game here. I'm drawing a blank on the kid's name. I should know this here. I know its first name Sean. I'm just drawing a blank on his last name. But he gets his first carry of the game here. It's Sean Tucker. Gets his first carry of game and gets a gain of 3. But yeah, I like McConkey, and I've been anti-McConkey for a while here, but I have to admit, he's won me over. 2nd and 7 for the Bucs as they invade Chiefs territory. It's going to drop off to Tucker. He's out in the flat here. He's going to be tackled, but he still gets a nice gain of 6 here. It's going to be 3rd and short here for the Chiefs. By the way, Patrick Mahomes in the first half, 18 out of 22, 166, 1 touchdown, but he was sacked 3 times. Vita Veda just having a game here, folks. Massive tackle out of Washington, having a game. Baker, 9 out of 12, 59 yards. But he's going to amp that up. 3rd and 1 here for the Bucs here as the whole playbook is open. They're not quite in field goal range, so don't be surprised if they even go for it on 4th. They're going to try to go on the outside here. Tucker, he's to a 45, and this is probably going to be a horse collar. And multiple flags come out. It is going to be a horse collar. It's going to be additional 15. Joshua Williams getting some more playing time with Jaden Warren being out here. Joshua Williams, former 4th-round pick out of Fayetteville State, just one of my draft crushes. Just all the athleticism in the world, just hasn't been able to put it together. DJ Moore, Pickens. I think Pickens, in my opinion, I think Pickens is the number one guy. With Moore, they got other guys that they're using. I noticed that it looks like that it looks kind of like Caleb Williams looks like he's using Oduze more and more. There's so many different weapons, and I'm not sold on Caleb Williams. With Pickens, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm buying into Russell Wilson. So, yeah, I like Pickens. Short pass here, vicious hit, but he doesn't go down here. Spins forward, gets a first down. Nice play by Jarrett. just got rocked after he made a nice 4-yard reception on a simple curl route here. Baker just playing a little pitch and catch. Didn't wrap up here, Justin Reed, and just turns around after not going down and gets a nice 6-yard gain after the contact and gets a Tampa Bay Bucs first down as Tampa Bay's 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Correction, it's a 2nd and 1 at the Chiefs 13 here. It's an end around to Shepard, and he's going to get the first down unquestionably. I thought he was a little further ahead, and Justin Reed's down here, so they're going to stop the clock. Well, they haven't yet, but they're going to, unless Reed can walk this off. He looked like he was grasping his right knee in some pain, but he looks like he's going to be okay. All right, maybe I was just making that up. 1st and 10 for the Bucs here as they try to even it up, or better yet, take the lead. 1st and 10 at the 11, so they can get a first down just outside the 1. It's not 1st and goal. Baker Mayfield's going to pump, and it's going to be hot, and it's going to be a touchdown. All right, so we're going to do some in-game betting now. Now we're going to do some in-game betting. Champagne, Pickens. I don't think I think his play's improved, but I think that just like Anthony Richardson, they put him in a bad situation. They just got to work things out with him. They really do. There's talk about trading him. Earlier, I was thinking they should. Now I'm kind of against it. Let's try to fix that team. You have lots of draft picks. You have lots of draft capital. Make it happen. That's why I'm hoping my Brown sells some people and brings back Jameis Winston's. Yeah, I could see that happening. I have no idea what Cleveland wants to do. Should I trade Jordan Love for Brock Purdy? If you make that move, the one thing I gotta warn you is that Love, when healthy, I think he's better. But this is the second time this season that he's had some questionable health issues, and he didn't really look 100% against Detroit. All right, I'm going to answer this because short version is no, but I want to dive into a little more detail. All right, so now it's 2.5 for Kansas City. You can also do the money line at 178. I really thought I'd get better odds since it was up, but I'm going to go ahead and let me take a look here a little more. So the over-under is now 44.5, meaning that less than if 21 points are scored, which I think it could. Actually, I'm leaning towards over and then forgetting about the bets. Kansas City minus 2.5. You know what? Let's do this here. Let's do the money line. 25 would win me. Okay, so that's on. Okay, hold on. Okay, here it is. Okay, so you got to hit the risk. So a $25 risk would win at this point $13.81. So we're going to go ahead and make that bet. I tell you the truth, I kind of like the over. It's 44.5 right now. So here we're going to play some action on the Chiefs, even though they're down by 4. And I got a feeling I'm going to regret. And I got a feeling I'm going to regret not taking 44.5. All right, so here's the drill. If you really believe Love can stay healthy, and I don't think he's healthy right now, then no. I would make this move, but I just want you to be aware. I think Love is a better quarterback, and he's got a lot more weapons. And But I mean, listen, yet Purdy's back from a bye. Kittle should be healthy. Maybe CMC comes back. There's some good things here. So I kind of like it. I kind of like it. Um, the Raiders picked up Desmond Ridder. He played really well. They like his ath. I mean, here's a drill. I'm gonna touch base on this after this play. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs at the 30 here. It's going to be a play action pass here. He wants to dump it. He's going to dump it over the head of Noah Gray. It's going to be 2nd and 10 here for the Chiefs. I liked Ridder. I mean, he ran a 4.51. He's got a big arm. He's a big dude. He's a smart guy. He was a leader, won a bunch of games at Cincinnati. I just think it was a really bad situation there in Atlanta. I think the Raiders, I don't know what happened in Arizona, why they cut him. I have no clue. 2nd and 10 here for the Chiefs. Here in their motion, Noah Gray to the bottom of formation, trips to the bottom here, Justin Watson to the top. It's going to be a short curl route here. It's going to be Travis Kelce. Kelce is, they're indicating they dropped the ball, so it's going to be 3rd and 10 here. They're going to take a look at this again here. This actually could be a fumble, and if it is a fumble, it's actually better for the Chiefs, and that's what they're determining because Carlton. I'm sorry, Carlton. I say Carlton Davis because he's wearing Carlton Davis's old jersey, number 23, but they're going to call it incomplete. 3rd and 10 here for the Chiefs here. Patrick Mahomes shotgun formation. He's going to motion Worthy up. He's getting pressure. Mahomes going to scramble around here, and he's going to be tripped up and sacked. Kalia Cansey with another sack here, and Chiefs are going to punt. Dowdle, Hubbard, or Nick Chubb for the rest of the season. Okay, so here's a drill. You have Jonathan Brooks who's coming back. He may be something absolutely special. If that's the case, Hubbard's value goes down. With Dowdle, I have no idea what's going on in Dallas right now. I have no idea. I love Nick Chubb. Same thing with Cleveland. This is kind of a short punt here. He's going to take the return. He's going to get outside here. He's at the 35. Palmer's going to be tackled. He's going to be tripped up at the 41. Excellent field position for Tampa Bay when play resumes here. And Patrick Mahomes, they're showing a replay. Patrick Mahomes looks mad at somebody. 10:31 left in the third. Bucs 14, Chiefs 10. Here's the deal with Dowdle and Chubb. You have some question marks with the direction the team's going. With Chuba Hubbard, they're using him a lot, and I think they're using him the right way. The only question is, how do you feel about Jonathan Brooks when he comes back? If he comes back, and that's a big if, his production may go down. Chubb's the best player, hands down. Chuba's the most productive. So I would still lean towards Hubbard as much as I love Chubb because I'm not sure what to expect. Because I'm not sure really what to expect. I would go with Hubbard. You're in a PPR Champagne. So he has a little more value than Chubb. Chubb's not really used much as a receiver. Dowdle, I have no idea what's going on there in Dallas. That's why I would be cautious. You got Dak Prescott's going to be out for a little bit, which changes everything on Dallas. Keep in mind, Nick Chubb's got a world of talent. I'm just not 100% sure what to expect. So we're going to find out. We're going to find out. I would lean towards Hubbard, even though if Jonathan Brooks comes back and he's the guy that people think he could be, that will eat into Hubbard's carries. So I think it's smart. Perry asks, what do you think about the Raiders firing their offensive coordinator, a few other offensive coaches? I think it's smart. Number one thing you're doing here is you're indicating that it's not your fault. And also, if the offense looks better at all, if the offense shows any signs of life in the next couple of weeks, if the offense shows any signs of life at all in the next couple of weeks, then you can say, hey, listen, I deserve to be back here if you're Antonio Pierce. So I think it's smart. Very little so far. I'm going to touch base on this. 1st and 10 here for the Tampa Bay Bucs here as they try to add to the lead here. Baker Mayfield fakes the screen pass. He wants to go downfield. Wide open. Otten takes a wicked hit by the rookie out of Washington State. Drawing a blank here. Jaden Hicks. Both 4th-round picks are both named Jaden. It's kind of funny, but Hicks is a guy that hasn't played much, but oh God, he looked really good in preseason. This was a vicious but legal hit. Very good hit. 1st and 10 here for the Bucs as they're on the Kansas City 41, and they are driving. Rashad White's in the backfield. Baker Mayfield's under center here. He's going to hand off to the low. Actually, it's Bucky Irving. Bucky Irving's going to go outside the right tackle, get a nice gain of 4. Nice gain of 4. And they're showing that hit again, and it's a legal hit, but oh God, Otten looked like Otten got rocked. Vicious hit. Vicious hit. Otten's on the sidelines for a while. I mean, that was a big time hit. 2nd and 6 here for the Bucs here. They're going to motion Rashad White, and they're going to hand off to Tuckers. They got all 3 of the running backs in there. Doesn't fool the Chiefs. Hicks again tackle for a loss here. This time the Bucs have all 3 running backs in the game. They do a little razzle dazzle, but Hicks is ready. And I'll give the Bucs what the Bucs needed to do was they needed to make sure that they have a balanced offense. They don't have to run for 150 yards. They don't have to be the Baltimore Ravens, but they can't just go back and throw consistently. 3rd and 7 here for the Bucs here as they are on the Kansas City Chiefs 38, but they jump off sides, so it's going to be moved back 5. There is a chance if they just get a few yards, they would be in field goal range. However, now they'll need to get, I'm going to say about 10 yards. They don't have to get a 1st down, but they got to get some positive yardage here in order to even think about doing a field goal. It was bad weather in Kansas City earlier. It's just a little chilly, but for a November game in Arrowhead, it's actually really, really, really nice. 3rd and 12 here, Baker in shotgun formation here, trips to the bottom of the screen here. Looks like Jared to the top here. Baker Mayfield's going to go, and he's going to find Otten. Otten's going to get a 1st down. And on 3rd and 12, Baker Mayfield and Otten combined for a 1st down. Man. And 2 Chiefs players are down. Karliftis and Wharton are down, so we're going to take a commercial break. As we take a commercial break, I'm going to answer some questions here. Perry, what do I think about Branch getting kicked out of the game Sunday? It really looked like a dirty hit. I don't know if he's a dirty player or not, but it looked like a dirty hit. I think that if you're a Lions fan and you're trying to say like he deserved to get hit or they're picking on him, no, it looked really dirty. His head was down. He could have pulled up. I mean, don't get me wrong. When I say he could have pulled up, I'm speculating here because the game's so much faster on the field than it is when me and you are watching. It looked slower on TV. But it looked like he took a couple steps, then lowered his head. Not only did he get ejected, he's going to get fined as well. And the worst part is that I think officials and teams are going to kind of look at Branch, and he's kind of going to be stereotyped as a dirty player for maybe the rest of the year, maybe for his career. He's a good player. I love the dude, but yeah, it looked like a dirty hit. He deserved to get kicked out. I mean, if you're a Lions fan, you can't really defend it. But even without Branch playing most of the game, he held Green Bay to 14. Did Jordan Love look right? No, he didn't, but still. He played, and he kept them to 14. This year, maybe top 5, definitely top 10. I would say somewhere in the single digits. I'm not really sure where. I'll be honest with you. I mean, I know Joe Burrow's playing on a losing team, but he's doing some good things. I mean, he's outplaying Mahomes, but which one would you rather have? You got Lamar Jackson, you got Josh Allen. I would probably put it 1 and 2. I mean, Burrow. I still would put Mahomes over Mayfield, even though this year he's playing much, much, much better. And you also got Jared Goff. So somewhere between 5 and 10, maybe top 5. He's playing really good. 1st and 10 here, Baker Mayfield in the pistol formation here. Rashad White just a few yards behind him. He's going that's Bucky Irving's going to take the handoff. It's gain of 8 on 1st down. There's a flag on the play here, and just judging from Todd Bowles' facial expression, it's against Tampa Bay. So I think if they're smart, they let them play for the rest of the year, and I would bring back Dorian Thompson-Robinson. I would bring back Jameis Winston, and I would just do everything I can to get that offensive line improved, and see what you have. I don't think you can trade Deshaun Watson, even if you eat a large part of that contract. I don't think there's much that you can do. Yeah, they need to fix so much. They need to fix so much in Vegas. I want to get to that because that's a great point. Because remember, they got Trey Lance, and I was a little surprised Lance wouldn't get the start. So after 1st and 25, there's another flag on the play here. So there was a face mask. So the Bucs were moved back 15 yards, essentially moved back out of field goal range down to a legal man downfield. So it's going to be 1st and 30 here. The Bucs had an opportunity they were in field goal range. They had an opportunity to make this at least a 7-score game. Now they're kind of shooting themselves in the foot. The one thing I want to point out about this, though, is that I really thought and still think Trey Lance may get a shot. And if that's the case, some things could get changed. So, yeah, I actually with Dennis Allen being fired, I think the next coach to go will be McCarthy, and I think he'll be let go sooner or later. They have a tough game against the Eagles. If they play competitive, it's you have something. But if they lose bad, I wouldn't be surprised McCarthy's gone. And Bucky Irving on the play here, he makes a guy miss, squirts forward for a gain of about 8. It's going to be 3rd and long, but thanks to that play, Bucky Irving put the Bucs in possible field goal range. So that's a real good play. It only going for 7 yards here, but he could have been stopped at the 45, and instead of being stopped at the 45, he got some extra yards out to about the 37. So that was a really good play because you get a couple of yards here, you can go for a long field goal. Or better yet, you have an opportunity to get 1st down, but it's 3rd and 18. I think Tampa's just going to try to get a few yards here. It's a little screen play to Otten. Otten's going to run forward here. Gets a nice gain before he's chased down by Wharton, a nice gain of 10, but the Bucs are in field goal range. So, is Dallas Goedert any good? Wondering if I should stash him in my IR spot. AJ Brown may miss next week. Dallas Goedert's fantastic. He's He's a first. He's definitely a tight end one. He's definitely a starter. I really like him. I really like Dallas Goedert. So, 47-yard field goal here for Tampa Bay here. See if Tampa Bay can get to a 7-point lead. The kick is up. The kick is good. So, 5:50 left into the third quarter. Bucs are up by 7. I'm going to make additional bets here. And Champagne, if you can get Dallas Goedert, absolutely. Who's your starting tight end right now? And Juba Hubbard's really hot right now. All right, multiple bets here. Chiefs plus 1.5, so I can get one. And you know what? I'm gonna do this instead. I'm gonna just take the money line. I'm gonna risk 25 to win 24.51. So I'm making an additional bet. I could take 1.5, but at that number, I might as well just go ahead and take the money line. So I got $50 down right now. 2 straight bets here, so I need Kansas City to get things turned around. So right now I got 50 to win 38, but I need the Chiefs to win. So hopefully you can get things turned around. The good news is that my original $100 wager is even if I lose both bets, I still have 2 $25 bets with the presidential election. So I could still get back up to where I was even if I lose both bets tonight. I win both bets tonight. I'm almost at 300. So and then who knows with the election? I haven't done the math here yet. So we'll find out. We will find out. Here's the deal. He's 29. He's had a lot of injuries. He may not come back. That's the thing that bothers me is that he may not come back. He may not ever be the same guy. Rank, Mooney, Cooper, JSN, Tank Dell, Sutton, and Downs. Okay. All right. JSN and Sutton are the 2 most talented. All right. Just super talented guys. Sutton's a guy that's really starting to get on track. Okay. He's starting to get on track. The more Nix develops and grows, the better off Denver and Sutton's going to be. Sutton's got all the ability in the world, but it's just a question of Nix who's still learning. And one thing is about Nix is that Nix is playing in the NFL style offense where the other rookie quarterbacks are all kind of college guys. So and they're running college style offenses. Mooney had a great game. Real good situation. I'll get back to that. This is a good one. 1st and 10 here for the Chiefs here. They're going to run Kareem Hunt just right up the middle. He's going to get a gain of about 7. So it's going to be 2nd and short here for the Chiefs. Chiefs are down by 7, but I'm convinced they're going to win. I just made 2 $25 bets on it. So we'll find out if I'm out $50 or not. Patrick Mahomes had a great first half and a so-so second half, but he's still Patrick Mahomes. 2nd and 2 here for the Chiefs here at the Bucs 37-yard line. They're in motion Noah Gray in the backfield here. It's going to be Kareem Hunt around the left side. He keeps going, powers forward for a first down and an additional 5 yards as he didn't want to go down. Fought for a nice gain of 7. So first down here, they're already at their own 45-yard line. Talent-wise, JSN and Sutton, hands down. I like Cooper quite a bit. I'm not really sure where he's at and with Josh Allen, so it's kind of a tough one. Mooney, Dell, and Downs are all interesting players. They're all kind of the same type of guy. They're all slot guys. They're all speedy guys. I'll be honest, out of those guys, I kind of like Downs the best. But, I mean, the thing is with Tank Dell, when Nico Collins comes back, I think Dell will be more valuable. Remember, he had 6'1", 126. So he has some value. Here's okay. I might have to wait till commercial breaks. I kind of want to go into some detail here. 2nd and 6 here. Chiefs are at midfield here trying to answer the call here. It's going to be handoff to Kareem Hunt here. Kareem Hunt, he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 3rd and 6 here for the Kansas City Chiefs. Champagne, I'm going to answer some other questions, but I'm going to answer this one. I'm going to come back to it. Denver Gator! Oh, God, Denver Gator. So here's the deal. I had the game on DVR, so I had Ohio State, Penn State on DVR. I had to go to the gym, saw the score, and I thought, okay, well, that made sense. Once I saw how it got that way, I was like, oh, my God, Denver Gator must be sick. 3rd and 6 here for the Chiefs here. They're going to dump it off here. It's going to be McCole Hardman. He's going to power forward for a first down. He looks like he slipped and fell. Instead, he does a just turns around and gets an additional gain of 3. So he gets a Kansas City Chiefs first down here. This is just a quick route. They call it it's basically just an in and out. It's an in and out. And matter of fact, it's funny because Hardman slipped on the field, but he was able to put his hand down, got a gain of 3. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs at the Bucs 42-yard line here. Patrick Mahomes back to pass here. He's going to drop it off Kelsey for a gain of 8 on first down here. So it's a 2nd and short here for the Kansas City Chiefs as we go inside of 2:30 in the 3rd quarter. Folks, we got a good one. It's Bucs 17, Chiefs 10. That's Kelsey's 8th catch tonight. 8 catches, 59 yards. Of course, had that fumble. 2nd and 2 here for the Chiefs. We haven't seen DeAndre Hopkins in the second half, so hopefully we get to see some of him. 2nd and 2 here for the Chiefs. End around fake to Worthy. It's going to be Kareem Hunt right up the middle, but he's going to get enough for the first down, and then he stopped. A nice gain of 2 here. There's a flag very late. I did not see what happened here, but the officials talking to number 23 of the Bucs, and Levante David's going over to console him. I believe it's a nickelback, Tyree Smith, former 3rd round. He's a 3rd round rookie out of Georgia, and it looks like he's going to get the penalty here. I'm not exactly sure what happened here. I'm still trying to figure it out, but the way they're talking, looks like he's going to be hit for a personal foul. Okay, correction. It's illegal hands to the face for the Chiefs, and then personal foul. It's going to be an offsetting penalties for the Chiefs. So apparently it's offsetting. It's going to be back to 2nd and 2. I want to go over that because DeAndre Hopkins flopped and got the penalty. Nice veteran move. Going to be a handoff right up the middle. Kareem Hunt in the open field. Down to the 20. Nice run by Kareem Hunt right up the middle. Chiefs offensive line just made a big hole here. Big Trey Smith. Nice hole here. Great job. Kelsey's even doing a little bit of blocking there. Not his forte, but great job. And I'll know, is that Winfield? Oh, that's a big loss if that's Winfield down. Okay, it could be Britt. And Trey Smith, the massive guard, he's going to get a lot of money in free agency this season. And actually, it's Tyree Smith, the one who had the personal foul. So what happened on the personal foul is DeAndre Hopkins pushed him in the back, kind of went up, talked a little bit of trash. Tyree Smith shoved him. Not enough to knock him down, but a veteran move by Hopkins, just falling down, got to 15. Instead of it just being a 5-yard on the Chiefs, all setting penalties, and then Chiefs run, get a gain of 12. So Denver Gators. So I didn't have a chance to watch the game. I saw the highlights. I saw up and I saw the pick, and then I was like, oh no, God, they had a chance. So we both know Deion Sanders is not staying in Colorado. Florida State's 1-8, despite being preseason top 10. And I mean, let's face it, Florida, it's not really up to standards. But really, really great game. Oh, I listen, Jeffrey. I am sorry, man. I actually have not. I did not really have a chance to go over everything. I do know that the Raiders were impressed. I think that there's definitely some consideration. The Raiders, I don't think are making a move yet. I really don't think the Raiders have decided that one way or another. I mean, right now the Raiders are literally looking at everything and everyone. My guess is that if I'm being really honest with you, I think that they're going to go to Minshew one more time, and then after they go to Minshew one more time, I think the leash is going to be really short, and if he doesn't come through, then Ritter will get the start for the end of the year. 1st and 10 on the Bucs 20 here. Chiefs are inside the red zone trying to tie things up here. It's going to be Kareem Hunt right up the middle. Another big hole here as he gets down to the 13. May go all the way down to the 12. It's going to be 2nd and short for the Chiefs here as Kareem Hunt in the running game's getting going in the 3rd quarter here. 6 carries, 43 yards this drive alone. The Chiefs are using up a lot of clock, and we're down to under 110 in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 2 here for the Chiefs at just outside the 12-yard line here. It's going to be another handoff right up the middle, Kareem Hunt, and he's going to corkscrew himself to a 1st down and a gain of 3. So it's going to be correction. I thought it was Tyree Smith. It's actually Haynes who was banged up on that play. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Chiefs at about the 8.5-yard line here. I think what the Chiefs are going to do is just try to run another run play, even though Kareem Hunt's going to get a breather here. Is I think that what they're going to do is just maybe run another run play here. Carson Steele enters the game here, and McCole Hardman's going to go on motions. They'll run end around to McCole Hardman. The Bucs read this perfectly. He's going to lose a few yards here, and they're going to go ahead and let it go down to the 4th quarter here. So at the end of 3, it's a Bucs 17, Chiefs 10, but it's going to be a 2nd and goal here for the Chiefs. So, Jeffrey, like I said, there's no definite answer. My guess is I think they're going to go with Minshew, but I think the leash is going to be short, and I really think that if he doesn't come through, then I think that we're going to see. Then we'll go ahead and we'll see Ritter, and I predict that if Ritter does get back into the starting lineup, he won't leave. Now, what the Raiders are going to do at the end of the year, I have not the slightest idea. My guess is that the Raiders will. My guess would be that the Raiders are going to try and draft a quarterback, and whether they like Ward or whether they like Sanders or whether they can put themselves in that position, that's going to be the debate. That's going to be the debate, and we'll have to see what happens. I wouldn't be surprised if the Raiders make a head coaching change. We're going to have to wait and see. IDK, man, I'm sorry I'm not here this week, unfortunately, but I am here to help. And I am glad you're here to gloat. I had a great week, won by like 50. It's what I want to hear, brother. I want to hear. Okay. All right. JSN and Sutton, the most talented. Mooney, Dell, and Downs, kind of all the same situation. Amari Cooper, I think he's a solid too. Rank these in order. I'll be honest with you. I like Sutton. I really think things are going to come on. I think he's talented. He's big. He runs fantastic routes. I remember he was on Bar Rescue, and he was just so intelligent, well-spoken. It just seems like he talked about wanting to open up a restaurant after his playing days. I was just so impressed with him. I remember they had Sutton and then Rashee Rice at SMU. They had some really good players there. Sutton, talent-wise, potential-wise, slightly over JSN. Keep in mind, if DK Metcalf continues to miss time, JSN value is just going through the roof. We're going to come back to the game. I do want to answer this question because it's a tough one. All right, diamond formation here, and they're going to switch out here. The Chiefs are going 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, and Miracle Hardman's lined up as a running back. It's going to be a little underhanded route, little underhanded pass to Travis Kelce, but he gets tackled almost immediately. He will dive forward for a few yards, so it's going to be 3rd and goal at the 6. 3rd and goal at the 6 here for the Kansas City Chiefs, as they used a lot of play clock, but great play by Levante David. Great play by Levante David reading it, because if he doesn't make that tackle, there's a chance Kelce scores. 3rd and goal here. They're actually going to call it the 7. 3rd and goal at the 7 here. They're going to motion DeAndre Hopkins to be at the top of the formation with Kelce. Patrick Mahomes back to passer. He's being pressured here. He's going to run. He's going to pitch it. Touchdown! Touchdown, Chiefs! Touchdown, P. Ryan! Touchdown! And oh no, Mahomes is, oh God, no. Oh God, no. Patrick Mahomes is down. He's asking for some help. Somebody in my comments predicted a Chiefs win, but Mahomes would leave the game briefly with an injury, and I told him that it wasn't funny. That guy never should do this again. And they're going to look at this, but he was – so Patrick Mahomes just it's a non-contact injury. Oh, okay, so his left ankle kind of rolled the wrong way. So Patrick Mahomes' ankle just kind of twisted. Knowing what kind of competitor he is, he's not going to leave the game, but that's not good, man. That's not good. We're going to wait for the extra point here, and they are carrying Mahomes. Oh, fuck. They're carrying Mahomes to the sidelines here, and this is every Chiefs fan's worst nightmare. As it looks like his left ankle just bent awkwardly because Patrick Mahomes started hopping immediately, and then he went down. I think he's going to be fine, but Patrick Mahomes 23 out of 29, 189, and 2 touchdowns. Carson Wentz is getting some warming up here, unfortunately. So, all right. God, this is man. All right, so Patrick Mahomes is walking. Patrick Mahomes is walking to the trainer's table. He's not in the tent. He's just to the trainer's table. I think that what they're going to do is just tape him up. And they're going to line up here for the extra point here. 14-14 left in the game here. It's 17-16 with the extra point looming. The kick is up. The kick is good. We're tied at 17. We're going to go on commercial break, and we come back at 17-17. Champagne 7. Okay, finally. I like Sutton. Let's just talk fantasy football-wise. I already gave my breakdown about the players. Fantasy football-wise, I like Sutton going forward. I like JSN going forward as long as DK Metcalf is out. DK Metcalf's clearly the number 1 guy. Dell, solid number 2 as well. when Collins comes back, his value, I think, will still be high. Downs is Flacco loves the kid. Didn't have a great game against Minnesota, but I think going forward is a really solid. But all these guys are solid twos. I mean, it really depends on who's playing who. Let's do this here. I haven't had a chance to break down everything, but let's just look at next week and let me give you my impression here, okay? Detroit at Houston. I like Dell quite a bit. So I like Dell quite a bit. Seattle's on a bye. Sutton against tough Chiefs defense, that's going to be tough. But I like Sutton. I might even play Sutton anywhere. Downs against tough Bills defense, same situation. But I do like the dude. Trying to see who. Oh, right. Okay, Buffalo against Colts. Ooh, Cooper could have a big game. And Mooney against the Saints team. That's kind of weird because when you usually switch, and by the way, you could have some changes. This is kind of a to be determined. I want to see what's going on with the Saints because Mooney may be an excellent play. Listen, Champagne, I'm gonna save this comment. Give me a little bit of time. I want to rank them like how I see them. I would have going forward probably Sutton 1. I'm gonna go Downs 2. Mooney 3 because London's banged up, and I think they just really like him. And Dell 4. I'd put JSN 5 because DK Metcalf's been a little banged up, and then Cooper 6. But I mean, if you're looking for this week, give me some time. Let me know if you want this week or just total. Are you talking Tank Dell? Get back to the action here. It's Tucker right up the middle for a short gain here as Tampa Bay has been on the sidelines. Tampa Bay's offense, anyway, has been on the sidelines for a while. And by the way, Patrick Mahomes looks like he's moving around, just banged up. Yeah, is Pink Dallas? Oh, okay. The back. You're talking. Okay. Baker Mayfield back to pass here. Overthrows his target. It's going to be 3rd and 7 here. Yes, Pink Dallas. That cracked me up. So. That cracked me up. Yes, Pink Dallas. Not a good injury here. 3rd and 7 for the Tampa Bay here. Chiefs going to fake a blitz here. Baker Mayfield back to pass. He's running around here. He's running, and he's going to be just short of the 1st down here. Showing some toughness here. Cook just flew up from the safety spot, man. I mean, that was a great defensive play. You're not really going to see or you're not going to see on a lot of plays, but Dell just flew up. He was about 20 yards downfield, and he saw Baker Mayfield. He just came up and just put a hit on Mayfield. 4th and 2 here, and let's see what the Bucs want to do here. They're going to go ahead and play it conservative, but I'll be honest with you. I know you're in enemy territory, but after going 3-and-out after the Chiefs went downfield, Chiefs almost blocked that punt. And short punt, going to be fair, call it at the 21-yard line. Chiefs are going to take over. 12:43 left in the game, tied at 17. So, yeah, I thought Dell. Well, so when Collins comes back, and here's the deal, I think Dell, he had a good game last week. I think when Collins comes back, I really think that they're going to throw the ball a little more. The one thing that really bothers me about Houston is that offensive line is just terrible. Just terrible. So I'm not really sure what to think. By the way, it's back to 2.5, the negative 2.5. So I wouldn't take any action here. The only thing you may want to bet on the over-under is at 43.5. So if you get 10 more points, and there is going to be some more scoring in this game. So I really, really like the over, but I'm going to pass. Already got 50. I'm going to be very, very happy if I win 50. Well, actually, to tell you the truth, my $50 will win me. I think it was 30 something. So it won't get me to over 300. And hopefully the election, once everything's said and done, the election, I don't want to talk, argue politics here, but if the election turns out, because I bet on Trump, I got 50 on Trump, that pans out, then I'll be over 300, a $100 bet at the beginning of the season. I've orchestrated enough bets to turn that in a little over 300. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. And numbers are fluctuating all over too with BetUS. So I don't know how many of you are taking action or not, but they do have a great deal. I made a video below that you can get. They announced a 125 bonus, but there's a 20% bonus up to $2,500. It's just instant free money that goes directly into your account. They also have this terrific promotion with Bitcoin. So that's just awesome. Pink Dallas. That's just awesome. I just thought you were just I thought you were just having some fun here. I have a buddy of mine who's a Cowboys fan, and he's just devastated. I say, come on over to that Chiefs bandwagon. And he sends me goofy stuff all the time. So, all right, 1st and 10 for the Chiefs at the 22. It's going to be Kareem Hunt just right up the middle here. He's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage, but he's going to keep powering forward for a gain of 3. As the Chiefs offense was really able to get the ball running. They were able to run the ball quite a bit that last drive, especially Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt's about 230, and so when he gets going, he's a load. 2nd and 7 here for the Chiefs. Now they're going to go empty formation here. It's going to be 4 to the bottom and DeAndre Hopkins to the top. They're going to play a little pitch and catch with Kelsey. He's going to get about a 4 or 5 yard gain. It's going to be 3rd and short here for the Kansas City Chiefs. And I got to give Tampa Bay a lot of credit. I mean, they're not doing anything. I mean, they do blitz a little more than they have in the past. But even without blitzing, they are able to get some pressure on Mahomes. The defensive line, especially Vita Vea, is having a monster game. 3rd and 2 here for the Chiefs. This is a very key 3rd down here, as they would love to get things going. Or have things continue after the 3-and-out here. It's a 3rd and 2 for the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes in shotgun formation here, and he's gonna drop it on. He looks like he wanted to run. And then he just he doesn't feel right. He's out there, but he looked like he was going to run, decided not to. Travis Kelce's right there for a 1st down. It's a gain of about 7. So 1st and 10 as the clock keeps moving and Kansas City keeps driving here. And what it is that I think the Bucs know that Patrick Mahomes isn't moving because they fake the blitz and they drop the linebackers back because they can tell Mahomes doesn't want to move around. So there's a little chess match going on here. Travis Kelce's 11th catch of the night. Kareem Hunt's going to power forward for a nice gain here. It looks like a gain of 5 here as Kareem Hunt and the Kansas City Chiefs figured out how to run the ball. So it's going to be 2nd and 5 here for the Chiefs. I mean, it's just I just love it, man. I hope you keep doing it. It's just cool, man. It's just really cool. It's just really cool. Second, they're going to call it 2nd and 4. It's a long 4 here for the Chiefs as we go under 10:15 left in the game, tied up at 17. It's going to be Kareem Hunt. He's going to power forward here, but only get 2. It's going to be 3rd and short here for the Kansas City Chiefs. They've done a really good job running the ball in the second half. They're going to call it 3rd and 1, but it seems like it's closer to a 3rd and 2. Xavier Worthy's going to the sideline. Looks like Carson Steele is going to come into the game, so it's going to be Carson Steele and Kareem Hunt here. His clock is ticking. Score is tied up at 17 here. Carson Steele's going to line up as a fullback. It's going to be an old school formation, but it's going to be a dive play to the fullback. And I don't know if Carson Steele got the first down or not. The way the referee on the far side of the field is motioning, he did not get the first down. So this is going to be interesting here because it's going to be about a half a yard, but the offense hasn't come off the field yet. Great job here. Tell you the truth, I'm not. From that angle, it really looks like from that angle, it looked like they got a little more yardage, but it's 4th and 1. It looks like the Chiefs are going to go for it here as we go under 9 minutes. This is probably the biggest play of the game because they don't get it. They're in positive territory. It's going to be a handoff to Kareem Hunt. He's going to get the first down. He's going to get the first down comfortably. Got it by a couple yards here. Nice job by Kareem Hunt. Just goes right around the right side here. Is we're going to go under 8:30 in the game. And what this is that the Chiefs are just it's kind of funny. They're just kind of going old school and just running the ball right down the Bucs' throat here. Nice job by the Bucs defense holding them only to 2 yards. Kareem Hunt, 18 carries, 78 yards, having a good game. 1st and 10 here. They're going to fake the handoff. They're going to be McCole Hardman. He's going to get a first down and a gain of 13 here as they do a little slip screen, fake the handoff, throw it out to Hardman in the flat. He uses his speed and athleticism. The former running back out of Georgia just uses his running ability. Great block by DeAndre Hopkins, by the way, as he gets a nice gain of 13 here. Really great block. Matter of fact, McCole Hardman doesn't get the first down without that great block. 1st and 10 on the Bucs 39-yard line. It's a long field goal, but they are in field goal range here. And it's going to be a busted play here. They're going to call a flag. I'm not sure what happened here. Looks like they blew the play dead. I can't tell who they're going to call the flag on. This is against the Bucs. This is really going to hurt because it's already right now would be about 55-yard field goal, which is well within Harrison Butker's range. And since it is within Harrison Butker's range, 5 yards is really going to mean a lot, especially the way that they've been running all over this Bucs defense. And it is against Tampa Bay, a 5-yard offsides penalty. 7:38 left in the game. And it's C.J. Brewer's offside. I thought it was Kalia Cansey, but it was 95, not 93. And what you're going to see here is I think the Chiefs, even though they're 7:30, it's 7:38 left in the game. I think that what you're going to see the Chiefs try to shorten this game up and limit the opportunities for Baker Mayfield to come back. Bucs are ready for this run play as they get Kareem Hunt, maybe for a loss of 1 here. The veteran Golston on the stop here. They're going to call it 2nd and 5. I'm not sure where they marked it, but it looked like he actually lost a yard on that play. Nice play by Golston is he just stands up left tackle Wanda Morris. By the way, Wanda Morris has been much maligned, but he's had a really good game tonight. Really good game time. 2nd and 5, empty formation for the Kansas City Chiefs here. Patrick Mahomes back to pass here, and he's going to scramble around. He's limping gingerly. He throws it left-handed, throws it out of bounds. If Patrick Mahomes was healthy, he could have ran for a first down. He is not 100%. That ankle is really bothering him, as he did not look like he wanted to run at all. Instead, he just threw it left-handed, threw the ball out of bounds. It's not grounding because he's outside the pocket. Patrick Mahomes healthy, runs for a first down easily. Patrick Mahomes now, he wasn't able to do that. 6:57 left in the game. Tied up at 17. Chiefs 3rd and 5 on the Bucs 34, so they are within field goal range. Patrick Mahomes back to pass here. He's going to throw it across the middle field. It's Justin Watson for a gain of 11. Or correction, a gain of 13. Any Kansas City Chiefs first downs. It's 1st and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs on the 21. Nice throw and catch here. Patrick Mahomes gets his guy right in the middle of the field. Great play design for the Chiefs. What they did is that they just went ahead and posted Travis Kelce up against Levante David, and then they just ran Xavier Worthy on the outside. Watson just did a nice 10-yard in route, so it's a 1st and 10 at the 22 of Tampa Bay. Kareem Hunt's going to go right up the middle for a first down as he gets down to the 8-yard line, a 14-yard gain. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Kansas City Chiefs here as we go under 6 minutes in the game here, and it looks like it's starting to rain here at Arrowhead Stadium. This is just right up the middle, nothing fancy about this, just hat on a hat, and they're just wearing down the Bucs defense here. They're just wearing down the Bucs defense. And I really like what the Chiefs are doing. Nothing fancy, just run the ball. Kareem Hunt, 20 carries, 91 yards. 21st carry of the game, but he's only going to get about a half a yard as he get hit right at the line of scrimmage here. And I don't think you'll see the Chiefs do anything overly creative. As I think the Chiefs may just go ahead and say, hey, listen, we beat up this defense. We can go ahead and we can get 3 points. We're good to go. I think it's a sprain, but we're going to find out during the week here. I will be available. I just won't be live, so you can go ahead and hit me on social media or put a comment on any one of my videos or hit me up on social media. I will be available. It's going to be Carson Steele. He's going to power forward for a gain of 5. It's going to be a 3rd and 4 or 3rd and goal at the 4 here. And the Chiefs are just the Chiefs are just going to kind of let it kind of drive down here. It's not a question of time. It's just that they don't want to give Baker Mayfield multiple opportunities. What they want to do is say, hey, look, if you win the game, you get 1 shot, and that's it. That's what they're doing right here. It's going to be 3rd and goal actually at the 5 here. It's going to be trips to the top of the formation. DeAndre Hopkins to the bottom here. St. P. Ryan, Patrick Mahomes left here. Patrick Mahomes is going to go back to pass a little quick. Touchdown, Hopkins! Touchdown, Chiefs! Touchdown, number 2! Number 2! DeAndre Hopkins, 1-on-1, isolated, put trips to the top of the formation. Listen, it's a high percentage pass play. If Hopkins doesn't get it, he just posted himself up. If Hopkins doesn't get it, nobody does. Touchdown, Kansas City. This is a nice job. You put trips to the top of the formation here. If you get the call, you get Mahomes, or you basically get Hopkins at the top of the formation. Uses his body to shield himself. 7 catches, 71 yards, 2 touchdowns. Nice job, Hopkins. Kick is up, and it's good. With 4:17 left in the game, it's Kansas City Chiefs 24, Tampa Bay 17. So this is just a great play by DeAndre Hopkins, and great courage and guts by Patrick Mahomes. He's not 100%. He doesn't care. We're going to go take a commercial break. So if you want to get a little crazy and you want to bet on Tampa Bay here, yeah, he sure is. He really is. Great game. So right now it's locked up, but if you do want to put some action on this game, probably the better play. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll find out here if you want to bet on the Bucs. I mean, you have to get a little crazy. I wouldn't recommend it. I'm not going to put any action down. I am more than happy with the 2 bets. The Chiefs did everything that they needed to do. Did absolutely everything that they needed to do. Baker Mayfield's had a good game, folks. It's just that this Chiefs defense is for real, and the Bucs have been on the sidelines for a while, and it's starting to get a little rainy, and that's that Midwest, November is always a little tricky. You don't really know what you're going to get. It could be snowing, it could be 60. You never know. But you have some good opportunities here if you're Baker Mayfield, because here's the deal: you have all 3 timeouts. If I'm Tampa Bay, I don't care. It has to be 4 down territory. Even if you go 3 and out, and there's over 3 minutes left, and you have 3 timeouts, I really think it's 3 down territory. I really do. The Hawkins trade reminds me of the Randy Moss trade when the team thought he was washed up, but he gets a good year. It kind of does, man. It kind of does. I can see that. But I mean, he really adds something. Here's the deal: you get Juju Smith-Schuster back, you get Hollywood Brown back at the end of the year. This is a dangerous team. This was just a high percentage play. This was just if it's not a completion, it's going to be an incompletion. You kick the field goal, you go up the 2017. Instead, Hopkins makes the play. 24-17. And here's the deal: I think it's 4 down territory. I really do. If I'm Tampa Bay, I make this 4 down territory. I do not, under any circumstances, give the Chiefs the ball back. Matter of fact, if I score a touchdown, if I'm Tampa Bay, I go for 2. I don't want Patrick Mahomes to get the ball back. I got BetUS pulled up here. If you do want to get a little crazy here, it's locked right now. So the rain is starting to come down a little bit. It's just one of those Midwest type of days here. 4:17 left in the game. I think it's 4 down territory. I want to see what Tampa Bay can do here. They got Bucky Irving in the backfield. They're going to run the ball right up the middle, and it's about a gain of 2 here. They're hoping that Bucky Irving could spring free and do something, but it's going to be 2nd and 8 here. And again, I don't care what happens in the next 2 downs. I think it's 4 down territory. I do not, under any circumstances, give Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs the ball back, especially the way they've been running the ball down the Bucs' throat. So 2nd and 8 here yet. Now, keep in mind, both teams have all 3 timeouts. Baker Mayfield back to pass here. Chiefs bring the blitz here, and he's going to be sacked. It's a bunch of Chiefs. I think Nick Bolton got him first, but Chris Jones is the one who's on top of him. Chris Jones first. I'm not sure who's going to get credit on that sack, but it was credit the blitz here. What they did is that they brought Nick Bolton in on the linebacker. It was basically a double A-gap blitz, which you're not familiar with. It's right on the center. Both linebackers shot the gaps on each side of the center. Nick Bolton made the impact. Chris Jones kind of finished it up here. 3rd and 16 for the Bucs here as we go under 3 here. Baker Mayfield back to pass here. Chris Jones getting some pressure. Baker Mayfield fires. It's incomplete. I seriously, I'm not joking. I would go for it. I know it's 4th and 16. I know you're deep in your own territory. I don't punt. I would go for it right here, right now. I know that sounds insane, but if you give the Chiefs the ball back, you're probably not getting it back. And give the Bucs credit, man. The Bucs played it. By the way, that was a great throw under pressure. Tampa Bay is going to go 3 and out and punt. I want to go on record. I know it's 4th and 16 on your own 24 with 3 timeouts and you still got the 2-minute warning. I would not do anything. And there's a flag on the play here. I want to see what this flag is. I want to see what this flag is. Kansas City may elect if it's on Tampa Bay, Kansas City may elect to punt the ball, even though they have excellent field position. They may just want to re-punt the ball to eat up a little bit more clock. We'll find out what the flag is. Chiefs actually have excellent field position here. It's going to be holding on the Chiefs, so back it up. But it's kind of irrelevant, to be honest with you. So here's the deal. You have the 2-minute warning and 3 timeouts. Kansas City gets 2 first downs. It's over. I really think Tampa Bay should have went for it. I know it's crazy. I would have gone for take a chance on a flag, throw a jump ball, or do something. I think this is a big mistake. I think it's a big mistake. But Tampa Bay gets the ball back. They prove me wrong. Tampa Bay gets the ball back. They prove me wrong. But we'll find out here. The Chiefs are going to take over. 2:39 left. They're on their own 35-yard line. Bucs do have all 3 timeouts. I know it sounds crazy, but I would have went for it. But we'll see if the Bucs get the ball back. I'm wrong. Kareem Hunt stopped right behind the line of scrimmage here. Actually, correction, he's going to get a gain of 1. Looks like I'll see a bunch of jerseys behind the line of scrimmage. Kareem Hunt got about a gain of 1. They're going to call a timeout with 2:33 left. Tampa Bay's first charge timeout. So Tampa Bay has not only 2 timeouts, but the 2-minute warning as well. Chiefs get 2 first downs. This game's over. Chiefs get 2 first downs. This game's over. Depending on if they get the first down on 3rd down, there's a chance they could run 3 plays and maybe end the game then and there. But really, 2 first downs, it's over. Possibility of 1, but more than likely it's 2. Almost any scenario they get 2 first downs, it's over. Very rare could they get 1 and just run the clock out. 2nd 9 here, 2:33 left as Tampa Bay used its first timeout. It's going to be Kareem Hunt just right up off the right side. He's going to lose a yard on this play here. It's going to be Nelson on the tackle here. They're going to use another timeout. Great job by the Bucs defense here. Britt and David go ahead and just wrap up Kareem Hunt for a loss of 1. So teaches me, what do I know? I guess that's why I'm not a football coach. Here. 1 timeout left. It's 2:29 left in the game here. Now, keep in mind, with a first down, they still basically have 2 timeouts. You have the 2-minute warning, and you have 1 timeout remaining. So with 2:29 left, even if the Chiefs do convert the 3rd down, they still have to run a few more plays. But this is a big one. 3rd and 11 here. Patrick Mahomes is going to dump it off. It's going to be incomplete. P. Ryan goes right through P. Ryan's hands, and so the Bucs don't even have to use that final timeout. And Mahomes is upset because here's the deal: P. Ryan doesn't have to get the first down, but by the fact that he dropped the ball. It stops the clock. So what I said earlier, I was dead wrong. I was wrong. The best part is here about Tampa Bay, there's no hurry. You have your whole playbook open, 2:26 and a timeout and a 2-minute warning. That's plenty of time to go downfield. It's more than enough time to go downfield. The punt is away. It's going to take a short bounce here. It's going to be picked up by Jarrett. He's going to go out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. 2:16 left, and I think it's just a weather thing. It started to rain late. So it's getting a little slick out there, combined with the cold. For Kansas City, it's actually beautiful weather, but it's like in the low 50s. Now it's started to rain. Temperature dropped. It's bad weather, these things happen. I mean, it's not a case of him having bad hands. It's just a question of just unfortunate turn of events. Because basically, the Chiefs were planning on it being essentially a running play. Baker Mayfield will take over, 71 yards to get in the end zone here. Chris Jones is going to wrap him up. He shakes it free, dishes off to Rachaad White, who's going to go forward for a gain of 9, but there is a flag on the play. The good news is for Tampa Bay, the flag will stop the clock. It's going to be holding. I think it's holding against the Bucs. Okay, it's holding against Tampa Bay. That basically that play that Chris Jones would look like he was going to break. He was going to go ahead and sack Baker Mayfield. I was giving Baker Mayfield some credit. The truth is that Chris Jones was held, so it's going to be a 1st and 20, 2:09 left. Keep in mind, Tampa Bay does have one timeout. Baker Mayfield going back to pass here. He's going to take a shot. It's going to be caught by Trey Palmer, but he's going to be tackled inbounds by McDuffie. So we're going to go to a 2-minute warning. It's a gain of 15 for the Nebraska product. Trey Palmer does have some good speed. First catch of the day, as far as I know. Folks, we have a little bit of excitement here. 2-minute warning. Chiefs 24, Bucs 17. They got one timeout left. You cannot bet on the game if you're using BetUS. You cannot bet on the game if you're using BetUS, unfortunately. Cannot bet on the game if you're using BetUS. But we'll find out what happens here. You guys know I did put some action down on the presidential election. That said, I am so sick of seeing presidential ads. I feel like it's the only thing I've been watching for the last couple months. I don't want to see any more election ads, please. Please, no more election. I'm after. I think the presidential ads will end after tomorrow. But we'll find out. Like I said, it'll probably be about a week before they get everything ironed out. But I do got some action on Trump winning. So. But my $100 deposit, even if I lose all 4 of my bets, it looks like I'm going to win the Chiefs one. I'm still at 200, and that's a good day. That's a good day. Be doubled up. Keep in mind, BetUS gave me an extra $20. You can check out the video yourself. Then also got a $25 free bet, which I won 50 on. To start the season. So when I started doing betting during the season, I was already at 175. Oh, correction, 170. I was already at 170, and I've been able to take 170. I was almost at 300. Like I said, two $25 bets on Trump, and then two $25 bets on this game. But I'm in good shape right now. Trump will win again. It'll be rigged, so it'll make it work. Don't tell me that. Baker Mayfield back to pass here. He's going to go downfield. It's going to be, I think it's Peyton. No, it's Sterling Shepard for a nice gain here. I couldn't tell exactly. I think it's a 20-yard gain on an out route. The clock still continues to tick here as the Bucs are already at Chiefs territory. It's 1st and 10 at the 49s. They go under 140 here. Chiefs are going to bring a blitz. Baker Mayfield gets free, throws it, but just throws it out of bounds. 1:34 left in the game. Nice job by Shepard, who's been pretty quiet in the second half. A nice 20-yard gain here by Shepard. And then Chiefs got pressure, but Baker Mayfield, give credit to Baker Mayfield being very elusive in the pocket. Bucs still have one timeout remaining, so you can still attack the middle of the field if you're Tampa Bay. If I'm Tampa Bay, I would still attack the middle of the field and don't worry about it. You got one timeout and 94 seconds left. Chiefs are showing blitz. They do bring a blitz. Baker Mayfield's going to drop it here. It's a 10 or a 9 or 10-yard completion here. I can't tell who caught the pass. It was Shepard. He's going to be just short of the first down. Nice catch here. Chiefs are trying to indicate that was not a catch, but I believe he had, from there showing the pylon cam. But I do believe, yeah, he got both feet in. So it's a 2nd and 1 here. Correction, 3rd and 1 from the Chiefs 40, 128 left. And the referees are stopping the clock here. They're gonna look at this catch. I think it's a catch. I feel pretty confident that it's a catch here. They're showing the replay here. He's got possession. There's one. There's the other one. Yeah, I'm not really. They shouldn't look at this too much longer. It looks pretty obvious that it's a catch. This break in the game is actually kind of benefiting Tampa Bay as they can kind of figure out what they want to do. Because what you want to do in a situation like this is you want to call 2 plays and you want to be able to get to the huddle and kind of figure it out. The one thing is that if I'm Tampa Bay, I want to utilize the middle of the field and not worry about the clock, because I'd rather get inside the 20 and still have about 40 seconds left than worry about just trying to move the ball a little down the field. I would rather take a shot, get about 20 yards, get around to the middle of the field, then you can spike the ball or you can run another play and get the ball out of bounds. Keep in mind, if you go down the middle of the field on a try to get down to around the 20, if you wanted to do that, you still would have about 40, 50 seconds left once you're inside the red zone. And then, from there, everything's okay. It's going to be 3rd and 1 here for Tampa Bay. The main thing, if you want to do what you want to do if you're Tampa Bay, of course, is get the first down. But if I'm Tampa Bay, I attack the middle of the field. I don't worry about it. You got 1 timeout left. They reset the clock to 1:30, so you got 90 seconds here. Plenty of time. The one thing you want to do if you're the Bucs, you don't want to panic. You don't want to panic. The Chiefs look like they're just going to play their standard defense, because what they want to do is keep in mind, the Chiefs defense has been very solid against the run. There's no lock that the Bucs are going to get a first down. That's why I would try, if I was Tampa Bay, be a little aggressive here and try to attack the middle of the field. We'll see what they do. Rachaad White just right up the middle. He's going to power for you, breaks a tackle here, gets down to the 30, picks up a Tampa Bay first down. Of course, the clock will continue to run as Tampa Bay is going to go ahead. They should have called 2 plays during this time, so this shouldn't have to be a play call. They should already know what they're doing. Ball snapped with 1:12 left. Baker Mayfield's going to try to get another out route. This is caught inbounds, a 7-yard gain by Shepard. That because he had to jump up for the ball, it would have been better if he goes towards the middle of the field. Maybe he would have got a first down because he was tackled inbounds. Now you're under a minute, and you still have to worry about getting 3 for a first down. Baker Mayfield back to pass. He's scrambling around here. He's going to scramble, and he's going to get a first down and go out of bounds. He's going to get a 4-yard gain here, now 44 seconds left. Now the clock, you still have that timeout, but if you would have attacked the middle of the field, you would have already been downfield at this time. Kind of some bad play calling in the last couple of plays. Baker actually probably should have just threw it out of bounds, saved some time. You have a timeout left, all right? You want to make sure you use this timeout appropriately. You don't want to have to use it on a sack or an out route where you're tackled inbounds. You want to use it when you get a nice gain, ideally in the middle of the field here. We'll see what Tampa Bay does. Chiefs bring pressure. Caught Trey Palmer, and he's going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. Nice play here. They're going to hurry up to the middle of the field here. It's 1st and goal at the 1-yard line here as they're going under, or they called the timeout here. Yeah, they used their final timeout here. I think this is a mistake here. If I'm Tampa Bay, I would have run a play, and then unless the plan is, if you're Tampa Bay, to go for 2. What happened here is Trey Palmer just slipped in behind his zone coverage here, tried to jump over, wasn't able to do so. But it's 1st and goal for the Bucs at the 1-yard line. Baker Mayfield, 5 out of 6 for 67 yards, 33 seconds left, no timeouts. So here the clock does become an issue if you do a running play up the middle or try to run a sweep and you can't get into the end zone or out of bounds, then the clock does become an issue. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line here. Baker's in shotgun formation. It's going to be a fake to Rachaad White, incomplete to Otten. Is what they tried to do, smart play, by the way, is that you run the play right up the middle. You flat out, you go Otten out in the flat. The only way this doesn't work is if Otten catches the ball and doesn't score. Beautiful throw by Baker Mayfield. It was low and outside. If I'm Otten, instead of trying to shoestring catch that, I would have dove on the ground. And even if you're short by like that half a yard or whatever, they would have had to stop the clock to look over because it's a scoring opportunity. 2nd and goal here for the Bucs. They're going to go play action pass, and it's going to be touchdown Miller at the back of the end zone. 23-24. Damn it. Ryan Miller, 1-yard touchdown, 27 seconds left in the game. Great job by the Bucs here. Again, they didn't want to. Chiefs kind of sold out to stop the run, allowed the pass play. The extra point looming. Bucs are going to try for overtime, put the pressure on Kansas City. So I try my best. I wish, if it wasn't a violation, I would be more than happy to be a little more creative. But I hope I do a good enough job for you guys so you get an understanding of what's going on and what's happening. I really try my best. I'm a little frustrated because I really thought we had this game won. Great job by the Bucs, not doing everything I said not to do, but by the way, give Baker Mayfield a lot of credit. Give Baker Mayfield a lot of credit. Give Baker Mayfield tough place to play. Bad weather. Teams been beating you up all night, and an opportunity to win. So here's the thing: the Chiefs have 27 seconds and 3 timeouts. So we're gonna see what Kansas City does here. Kansas City could just wait for overtime. The defense has been playing really well, and the Chiefs have been able to run the ball really well. So overtimes, I think, would favor the Chiefs. But we'll see how aggressive the Chiefs get. They're going to let the ball go in the back of the end zone. No time will go off here. It's 27 seconds here. 3 timeouts remaining, all 3. So what the Chiefs are doing is, this is a little weird. Chiefs are going. This is a little weird. It looks like what they're going to do is just run the ball here. They got Carson Steele in the game here. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers here. Patrick Mahomes back to pass here. He's just going to drop it off here. He's going to just drop it off, and it's going to be a short 9-yard gain here. The Hendershot backup tight end. That's when somebody put the 2 tight ends in the game and they put Steele. I thought it was just going to be a draw play. Instead, they just went for a short 9-yard gain, called a timeout. And Harrison Butker's warming up, but you need about from here you need about another 15 yards. In the past, he's done that. Jeffrey says the only issue I have with Baker is he'll have a stretch of games to run a lot of interceptions, and he's done this in the past. He's done this in the past where he's done that. In Tampa, he really hasn't done that. And then this year, he's played lights out. He's really played lights out this year. So the Chiefs are at their own 39. You need about 15 before you start thinking about a potential field goal. Patrick Mahomes pump fakes. He's scrambling around, and it's going to be. Is this going to be a pick? I have no idea. They're going to call it an incompletion. It was almost picked off by Antoine Winfield. Unfortunately, you can't challenge it. Patrick Mahomes is asking for it to be hurried because here's the deal. If Kelsey caught that, there's no chance it's a pick. So if Kelsey caught that right at midfield, you got a really good chance. But because by the way, it's raining out, so they're showing in pregame where Butker hit from 62. It's raining out, so you have to throw that 62 number out the window. You probably looking at a maximum of probably in the mid 50s. And this is another one almost picked off by Winfield as Patrick Mahomes was not on the same page as DeAndre Hopkins. So it's 4th and 1. 13 seconds left here for the Chiefs here. And it looks like they just weren't on the same page. But if Hopkins, if they were on the same page, oh boy, that was so close to a pick. So close to a pick. So it looks like we're going to get some bonus coverage. Chiefs are just going to punt this one. Matt Ariza's punt. Hopefully it's a boomer. It's going to be a high one, but it's going to bounce short. The Chiefs are just going to let it bounce, as nobody's going to touch it. We're going to go to overtime, folks. We're going to go to overtime. BetUS is not doing anything with the game. The way overtime rules are, if you're not familiar with it, is if the team that gets the ball first scores a touchdown, it's game over. The team that gets the ball first, if they kick a field goal, if he kicks a field goal, then the other team gets a chance to respond. Now, that's only an opening drive. If the opening drive ends up in a punt or a pick, then it's sudden death. No, I remember this, but I don't think he's done this with Tampa Bay. He's actually, and then this year he's really played lights out. Mahomes and Baker have known each other for a long time. I was listening to the Baker actually hosted Patrick Mahomes at Texas Tech. And for those of you who don't know the story, Baker was the starting quarterback at Texas Tech. Cliff Kingsbury was the coach, and what happened is Patrick Mahomes beat out Baker Mayfield, and then Baker Mayfield went to Oklahoma and won the Heisman Trophy. So, and was the #1 pick overall in the draft. So, okay, so the Bucs lose the coin toss, and the Chiefs are going to receive. So, Mr. Wombo, we're due for a tie by now this year. I do not want to see that, my friend. I do not want to see that. I do not want to see that. I just I want to see the Chiefs win and I get paid. But no, there hasn't been a tie yet. So we'll find out what happens. According to BetUS, they are not taking money on this game. So if you do want to bet on this game, you can't do anything. Can't do anything. Yeah, they just took it off the books. Remember Noel Devine, Steve Slayton, Pat White, Tavion Austin. God, they had another receiver. God, they had another receiver. He was really, really good. I was not a fan of Geno Smith, but Pat White and some of those other teams. West Virginia, always a fun team. Yeah, Don McNabb didn't know. Yeah, that was always good. That was always good. Patrick Mahomes, 29 out of 39, 239, 3 touchdowns. Baker, 23 out of 31, 199 in a pair. Stedman Bailey. Yeah. 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 Tavion Austin never lived up to that 8th pick overall in the draft, but God, in college, there was few players more exciting than Tavon Austin. Noel Devine looked like he was on track to be a star. I love Steve Slayton. I love that dude. All right, guys. Chiefs get the ball first. They're going to start 1st and 10 on the 30. Chiefs score a touchdown, it's game over. If they kick a field goal, turnover, downs, punt, then we go back. It's play action pass here. Patrick Mahomes is going to dump it off to Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt's going to make one guy miss, and he's going to be out of bounds after a 1st down. So Kareem Hunt for about 11 here, and Kareem Hunt's going to be pushed out of bounds. It's hard to say because the dude was only 170. The dude was only 170. I honestly thought, I remember he got drafted by the Rams. I thought he went to the wrong team. He had Jeff Fisher. He was the defensive-minded coach. If he got with the right team, but he would have to gain a lot of weight. But, God, he was fun to watch West Virginia. It's going to be a handoff right up the middle here. Kareem Hunt's going to power forward for about a gain of 5 here. 2nd and 5 for the Chiefs here. Tavon Austin just ended up, yeah, that's it. He really got drafted by the wrong team. It was a Jeff Fisher Rams team that really never used him right. He never really got on the right team. I mean, if he got with a creative coaching staff that could have used him right. Not really a pure receiver. Then Jeff's right. Wasn't really a pure receiver. He was just one of the, he should have been with Dallas much longer. 2nd and 5 here. It's going to be a play action pass here. Mahomes wants to go down. If he's going to shovel it to Kelsey, Kelsey's going to go down after a gain of 9 and a 1st down. So it's a 1st and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs as they invade enemy territory. And what they did here is they were trying to take a shot downfield. And then what it was, this is just pure impromptu, is Kelsey was actually blocking. Now, Mahomes normally would have run this. He's not operating well. He's moving very gingerly, so it's just a nice shuffle pass to Kelsey, a nice gain of 9. 12 catches, 81 yards for the future Hall of Fame tight end. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs and the Bucs 47. It's going to be another handoff to Kareem Hunt. He's going to go right up the middle. Keep powering forward here. He's not. They're letting the play go, but the referee's going to blow the play dead at the, looks like the 43-yard line, so it's going to be a gain of 4. Kareem Hunt slow to get up. 2nd and 6 here for the Kansas City Chiefs here. Now, keep in mind with the adverse weather conditions, you can kick a long field goal. You can kick a new field goal. You can kick a field goal, and it's a little harder on the Bucs with the weather condition, but you really want to score a touchdown. 2nd and 6 for the Chiefs here, and it's going to be a play-action pass here. It's going to be DeAndre Hopkins. He's going to spin. He's going to make a move, and he's going to go out of bounds after a nice gain of about 15. So after catching the 5-yard out route, does a spin move, gets another 10 yards here. 1st down, Kansas City Chiefs here. DeAndre Hopkins, nice move here on Haynes, the backup corner, and gets another 10 yards after the catch. DeAndre Hopkins, just what a weapon in this offense here for the Kansas City Chiefs here. Big game for Hopkins, 2 touchdowns. 8 catches, 86 yards in a pair. Nice job. 1st down on the 28. It's going to be a fake handoff here. Mahomes is going to run the ball, then he's going to slide down after a gain of 3. I'm not sure. This looks like a busted play because it looked like a play action pass, and it looked like it was a kind of an RPO. It looks like Patrick Mahomes was looking to throw the ball after the fake handoff. It looked like he was trying to throw the ball to the outside. It looked like the outside receiver his back. So Patrick Mahomes just ran for a couple yards, slid 2nd and 8. Another thing is that what the Chiefs are doing is they're eating up some clock here, which may sound irrelevant, but you don't want to give a lot of chances here. Little throw here to Kelsey. Kelsey gets the ball down to the 10-yard line, 10 or 11. I'm not exactly sure. and this is maybe a little important because is it first and goal or is it first and 10, which you can get a first down at the 11. Nice play call by the Chiefs. They had two tight ends lined up as fullbacks, and basically you're trying to isolate Travis Kelce on the linebacker here, which they did. First and 10 at the 11-yard line here. Patrick Mahomes under center here. Three wide receivers here. It's going to be a handoff right up the middle here. Kareem Hunt. He's going to corkscrew himself forward and get a nice gain. It looked like he was stopped for a gain of 2, corkscrews himself for a gain of 4. Kadarius Toney, if he can only get his head straight, Kadarius Toney has so much talent, but there is a reason why he's on his third team. I mean, there's a reason why. All sorts of talent. Tim! For your audience, how many games have you watched in this stadium, this kind of weather? LOL, awesome game. I have watched probably about 30 to 40 games total with this type of like cold rain, and it's never fun. It's absolutely never fun. The hard part is unless you bring like an umbrella, like some part of you is wet. Now I have a military poncho. So like my torso is usually dry. I usually dress up warm. So I'm usually warm, but there's like some part of you gets wet. And is it your hands, sleeves, feet? If you don't wear a poncho and you're in the cold, I don't care how hard of a Chiefs fan you are. You're just miserable. But yeah, I've been to about 30 or 40 rain games. I went to a game when I was a little kid. I had like 102 fever, but it was before we got season tickets. So I went. We only stayed. It was a monsoon. One year on my birthday, they actually postponed the game for an hour. It was like a monsoon. It was a different time, though. 2nd and 5 here for the Chiefs here. Patrick Mahomes going back to pass here. It's going to be Kelce, and he's going to corkscrew himself. He may have the first down. It depends on where they're going to spot the ball here. It's either 3rd in inches or it's going to be 1st and goal at the 1. And the Chiefs are in no hurry to do anything here as what you want to do if you're the Chiefs and if for some weird reason you don't score a touchdown, you want to use as much clock as you can because worst case scenario, you want to put the pressure on Baker Mayfield to do the same thing he did last drive. Great job by Travis Kelce trying to fight for that touchdown. It's actually 3rd and 1 at the 1.5. They don't need to score a touchdown to get a first down. And scream, touchdown! 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 Chiefs! Chiefs stay undefeated! Chiefs stay undefeated! 30-24. Chiefs win the game. Kareem Hunt winning touchdown. Baker Mayfield, great game. Doesn't have to do anything. Oh man, great game. Great game. I love seeing Rashad White and Kareem Hunt. Rashad White from Kansas City area. Vita Veda giving some love to Patrick Mahomes after the game. Baker Mayfield showing some class, talking to Drew Tranquil. Great game by Baker Mayfield. Kareem Hunt just gets the winning touchdown. What a great job by the Kansas City Chiefs. Oh God, David Stills. So David Stills is oh God. So David Stills got a scholarship to play quarterback at USC when he was in the 8th grade from Lane Kiffin. And what happened is he messed up. I want to say he messed up his elbow and moved to receiver, and he played in the NFL for a little bit. But kind of crazy how he was one to. At the time, USC was still recruiting 5-star players left and right. So I remember he got a scholarship. He got a scholarship in junior high. So Patricia Garrett says that they won because she prayed. She is correct. My buddy Tim, hell of a game. Chiefs are still undefeated. He was a really good receiver. He was a phenomenal receiver, actually. It's just that I always was wondering if he would play quarterback again, but if I remember correctly, he had to go back. He could have went to junior college, JUCO, and played some college. Turned out to be that he was just happy just playing receiver. So I'm geeked out of my mind. Chiefs stay undefeated. Baker Mayfield just giving some love to Steve Spagnuolo, defensive coordinator. Give Baker Mayfield a lot of credit. It's kind of a shame that because the Bucs have a 4-5 record, he won't get MVP votes or anything, but he deserves it. He's having a great year. He really is. It's just such a shame. But yeah, David Stills, God. There was a lot of West Virginia players I really liked over the years. Really liked. West Virginia has always been. I had a soft spot. You probably don't even know who this is. I had a soft spot for West Virginia back when they had a dude named Major Harris. You probably don't even know who that is. Like 5'10" quarterback with big arm, kind of before his time, but Heisman candidate. Loved Pat White. I mean, loved Pat White. I was damn shame. I thought Pat White could have won a Heisman. I really did. I remember he beat as a true freshman, he beat that 5th-year senior at Georgia. As the 5th-year senior at Georgia, played quarterback, and I was convinced, like, no way a true freshman is beating a 5th-year senior but I think it was the Peach Bowl, but it was there in Atlanta. And when Pat White won that game, I was like, oh my God. I thought it'd be West Virginia's first Heisman Trophy winner. Skylar Howard and I had high hopes for Will Grier. Yeah, I did too. I thought he went in a kind of a neat situation there in Carolina. I thought that they were going to run an offense for him. I thought he was a natural passer. Didn't have a lot of size or athleticism, but had some ability, and there's some good things that he did. I actually would have liked Will Grier. All right, so both bets just cleared. 291.88 is the balance. I made a $100 deposit, and I'm now at 291.88. So I turned one. Now keep in mind the $25 free bet, the $20 bonus, but I still, by the way, Trump wins, it'll be almost at 400. So yeah. Congratulations on the win. At least I get to come here and watch your team win, because my team. No, I hate to say it, but your team's probably not going to do much the rest of the year. It's kind of a shame, because I had a lot of hopes for Cleveland. I really thought Deshaun Watson was going to come and he was going to finally get things back on track. Jerry Jeudy I thought was a good pickup. I love Nick Chubb. I've always loved Nick Chubb, and I thought things were going to be really good. I really thought things were going to be really good, but it just didn't turn out that way. It just didn't. The Browns are going to be an interesting situation going forward. Jameis Winston's a great teammate. It's a great story. I'm pulling for Jameis Winston. I really am. I love Jameis Winston. All right. Look, I'm going to wrap up. No show for the rest of the week. If you have any comments, anything, put them in the comments section below. I will be answering questions. I will post some things in the community tab. I just won't be live. But if you have any questions, you can reach out to me via email, dantalksfootball@yahoo.com. You can DM me on social media. You can put a comment in any one of my videos. Plus, I am going to put out some stuff in the community tab. That way you can kind of interact with me. But any questions, you can just drop a comment. I will be responding to everything. I will get back to you that night. It just may be late. And then hopefully next week I'll be kind of back on schedule. There's a chance I may be switching time, but I have to get the details ironed out next week. So have a great night. I'll see y'all next week.